What's up, guys? We are live, starting fashionably late, as always. So, we got a fun round of speed dating for you today. We got two of our favorites. At the bottom, we see our favorite local dominatrix without her slave. And on the top, we see Candy, right? That's her name? That's her full. Yeah, she's been on before. Actually, that a lot of people really seem to enjoy you when you were on. So, I think this is going to be a good mashup. I call this speed dating with two favorites. So you guys all know the rules. Candy, you still remember the rules, right? How it
Yes.
works? Okay. And I'm sure you do as well, right, Nicole?
Hmm.
All right, perfect. So yeah, so guys, don't wait until last minute. That always happens. Don't send me an email at 10:45 being like, Alex, why didn't I get on? Early bird gets the worm. So since it's two girls, basically the way it works is you can go on a date with either one of them or both of them if you're feeling brave. So either one or both. Um, yeah, cool. All right, it's gonna be a good time. So I just dropped the link. Let's see who's the first person in. Also, we might have one or two coaches stopping by. So that should be good. All right, we got our first person. Bam. What up, buddy?
Argument.
Good, good, good. So which one of these lovely females are you thinking about going on a date with, or both of them?
The best candy. Well, Nicole, right?
Nicole is the one at the bottom. She's the one with the dog.
Gotcha. What was the name of the one? The best candy. I didn't catch the name when I was joining.
Candy is fine.
Candy. Cool. I'll go with candy, I guess.
Okay, you have a little bit of a sweet tooth, huh? All right, cool. I'm gonna take me and Nicole off for 5 minutes.
What's that?
Nothing much. Cheat day. Wanted to have some candy. What about you?
Oh, I love that. That was cute. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'm definitely good. I'm having a good time as well. It's a little cold, but trying to stay warm. But yeah, how talk to me. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, of course. So I live in Dallas where we started getting some cold, hence the outfit. Just got back from the gym and I was not a fan, but survived. And I don't know, I saw that Alex was live. So I was like, why not? Maybe get some candy today. What about you? How's your day going so far?
That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, I know. Well, exercise is very important to me too. I know. I'm glad you like that because it's warm. Like when you definitely go outside for some exercise, because right now that it's getting cold, like I just hate staying like still, because then I start building up all that heat, cold. But yeah, I'm glad you came in. It's always exciting to meet new people. So do you do this often, or do you just like to hop in and like take some?
Here and there, I mean, I'll be out and about, but sometimes I'll see he's about to podcast, and I'm like, you know what? Meet some new people. You seem pretty chill, so I was like, why not? It's an adventure.
Same to you. You're very chill, very cute. Well, tell me a little bit more. So,
Yeah, so I mean, I literally was at work today, and a lot of times it will be like that, where I'm in the gym and I'll get the notification. So during the week, especially, I'll be at work, then I'll go to the gym, and then try to cook some mean steak or something, watch some TV, or if there's a game or something going on, go out with some friends. But try to just keep it fun, gotta have some spice in your life. What about you?
I like that. Same. I just stay at home as well. I cook a lot at home. I don't really like go out as well and like spend time with friends and family, but not too much. Just over the holidays as you get older, it's just like that. But it's definitely important just being able to like bond over time and still being able to keep everyone together. So that's very important. I really love that. Like you're also into that as well.
I feel like you're like 50. You look like you're 21 when you said about getting older.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm always thinking about the future. Like they always say think about the moment, but I'm always thinking like, okay, what's going to happen? We got to think about that. So,
Yeah, I mean, you do. It's one of those things where I had to find the right balance where I do want to think about the future, but I'm also like, you got to enjoy the moment, smell the flowers sometimes. You know what I mean?
exactly. And I do try to remind myself that often because I'm always thinking, I'm an overthinker. So.
Yeah. And I'm curious, based on what you told me, what kind of guys are you into?
What am honestly before like when I was dating like I wouldn't even really know. I was very open as long as you were like a kind person, someone I could kind of like talk to, get to know. I think it was kind of like you know just whoever it was, as long as we felt like it was connection. That's how I felt.
No, I got that. You look like you're the kind. I don't know why. You give me the vibe that you go for like the fit people because you look like you're pretty fit yourself.
Well, I mean, I try to be fit, but honestly, it's just like it's a journey that I actually got serious in like a couple years, but then I wouldn't feel like I'm that confident to be a professional to go after someone who like is so, confident as well. It's kind of like I like to be with someone who is just, mellow.
Yeah, chill, but like to stay active.
Yeah, like just with, as you said, with the vibes, I enjoy that, like, and whatever it is, like they don't have to be too hard.
Yeah.
All right, time flies, you lovebirds. So we're actually going to do something a little bit slightly new today. So before it was always 5 minutes. This time it's going to be flexible between 3.5 and 6.5 minutes. So just based on whether I feel like I have enough feedback to give you yet, or based on how the date is going. So it could be like, it could be anywhere from 4 to 6 minutes, right? We're going to be slightly flexible with the time. But yeah, cool. Okay, Candy, the question I always ask is, if you were single and you lived in the same city as SGS, would you, and you got to tell us the truth, go on a second date with SGS?
Yes, I would.
Okay. What did you like and what did you not like?
I felt like I could talk normally, like right now. Sometimes like I feel natural and I feel okay and I can communicate. Sometimes I fumble over my words, and I felt like he was like, very like just natural with me. He was able to let me calmly like, collect myself, and I enjoyed that. And that's kind of like my honest opinion. That's how I felt.
Nicole, what kind of feedback do you and your dog have?
Like, I'm in.
He didn't seem nervous. He seemed fine. I don't know why he asked about her past dates, though.
I just like to get an idea of kind of what they're into, understand, some people are more into, let's say, a laid back kind of guy. Some people are more into someone that's a bit more intense. Just trying to get a feel for who she is.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that, but I can definitely see that sometimes not working well. So here's my feedback. So I think you are getting better, and a few people in the chat observed that. So I think you are moving in the right direction. You didn't make any major mistakes. The convo flowed. There was no awkward moments. But I still think you're having this similar issue as I told you last time. There's a lack of that strong man to woman vibe or any kind of flirting, right? It just feels like two friends are bantering, right? Instead of like a man seducing a woman, right? It just doesn't have that strong kind of vibe. Also, she was leading the convo generally, which again is not always bad. Like you can let the girl lead a little bit, but generally speaking, it's better if you have overall control. But that is a smaller detail. I think the big issue, again, kind of what I said last time, is it lacks that like strong man to woman vibe. Like there's really no sexual tension. There's no flirting, right? Just like two friends having a chat, which is, not the worst thing ever, right? It's better to, be friendly than seem like an asshole, but it's still not the kind of like type of vibe the girl's gonna be like, fuck, like I want to hang out with this guy. It's more like, oh yeah, I'll meet him for coffee type of vibe. So that's my feedback, SGS.
One quick question, man. One thing that I started working on, not just for this, but for presentation, was what you mentioned about burying your voice. Did you notice an improvement in that area as well of, fluctuating my tones, things like that?
No, I did not. But that's not something you should be doing on purpose, by the way. That's something that should naturally happen as a result of you being relaxed, having a conversation. So when you're having a conversation with someone you feel comfortable with, like your friend, your voice will naturally vary. Like sometimes you'll get excited, sometimes you'll just be a little bit more chill, right? The problem is that when guys get nervous, when they're with a girl, they go into monotone mode where they're like talking like this because they are worried that they will say the wrong thing, and then Nicole's dog will bite their dicks off. So that's kind of what happens. All right, cool. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks again, man.
Take care. All right. Let's see who we got next. Okay, we got I like this guy. What up, buddy?
What's up, man? How's it going?
None of your business.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I think I'll go with the best candy.
No, James, I want you to actually go with Nicole because Candy is somewhat similar to Natty in her personality.
Okay.
I think I want you to go with a more let's just say bratty or like whatever type of girl. So
Sure.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. I'll take me and Candy off.
Sorry. My dog.
Oh, you turned invisible.
You were too smooth, bro. You scared her away.
Nice.
You can't be that charming right off.
Yeah, good.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going? What's your name again?
Nicole.
Nicole. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nicole.
What's your name?
James.
James. Okay. So it's not none of your business.
Sorry. I'm trying to get into the screen. So where are you from, Nicole?
Rockland.
Rockland. Is that in New York?
Rockland County, New York. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Have you seen Tina Fey? Have you seen 30 Rock?
I have not. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen. Should I?
It got like a million Emmys, but you know, I mean, whatever that means. But it's like supposedly super funny. I thought it was pretty funny. Yeah.
It's a movie or a show?
Yeah, it's like a sitcom, except without the laughs. You know what I mean? It's just a show, yeah, without the laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Where are
have
you
you
from?
I'm from Hawaii.
Hawaii. Oh wow, awesome.
Yeah. Maybe if this day goes well, we can I can fly you out here.
Amazing.
Yeah. So, where have you traveled to?
Not as much as I would like. I've been all over the Caribbean, Mexico, California,
Where's your favorite spot that you traveled to?
probably the Caribbean. I
The
haven't
Caribbean?
traveled much. So yeah, I like the sun. I like being on a beach.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Is there a difference in the water, you would say? Like, is it like, I know in New York, the water is pretty muddy and gross. But in
Yeah,
the Caribbean, is it like, what type is what color is it?
it's clear.
It's clear.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, nice.
How is the water in Hawaii?
It's clear too. I mean, the reason why I asked that because I went to Crete like 10 years ago, and the water looks like it's dark blue, like someone put like dye in it, but it's like
Oh,
the
really?
whole. Yeah, it's super super crazy. Yeah, but yeah, it's interesting. So what's your ethnicity?
German, Hungarian, and Italian.
Oh, do you know what they say about Germans and Japanese people?
No.
Oh, I guess you're gonna have to find out later.
Are you Japanese?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm. Can you guess what my other half is?
Hawaiian?
No. Close guess, but Okinawan.
But what?
Okinawan.
What's
It's like
that?
it's like the island south of Japan, but like the people there are just way more hairier. Yeah,
Area.
yeah. So I'm like the only Asian person that I know that can grow a beard. Like all my friends are all like virgins or like not virgins, but what's the word I'm looking for? Like those Korean guys, K-pop guys, very baby face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very, yeah. What kind of dog? Oh,
All right. You love birds. Nicole, would you, and be as honest as possible, please, would you go on a second date with James, i.e. none of your business?
It didn't feel like a date.
no, you're fine. You're right.
I agree with that. What do you think you could do better? What? Not you, James. Let the girl talk.
Yeah, sorry.
Maybe less like interview questions
Mm-hmm.
and like more questions that are like fun.
Yeah. So yeah, that's exactly the feedback I have. It felt very platonic. It's like two friends. It's like elevator small talk, something like that.
Elevator
Right?
small
Like
talk.
two friends who are like, don't really have that much to discuss, right? It's just like, basic interview questions. There was no sexual tension, no man to woman frame, no flirting. Yeah, like if you watch this, in isolation without having the context, you wouldn't think this is a man who's on a date with a girl. You would think this is like two friends catching up or something like that, or two like distant relatives who are put in a room with each other and have to like make small talk. So that's what's not lacking. When we do the call, we'll review it in more detail. But yeah, I think that's really like James, like that's your biggest sticking point. And that's a common sticking point. If you notice, the guy before had the same sticking point. It's just like you got to get better. Like I don't know. Like I could also tell you were a bit nervous. It's like just letting go of the anxiety, just like kind of letting it go, and then just have it. Like look at Nicole. Look at her. She's fucking got the tight pants. She's got the tits. She's got the ass. Like how do you, when you look at her, how do you like not think, oh my god, I want to fuck this girl, right? That's the kind of vibe that should just resonate through what you're doing, right? And typically it would under normal circumstance, just your anxiety kind of acts as like a wall that prevents all that sexual energy from flowing. And then you just like kind of shut down, right? So it's like practicing like kind of letting go of that wall and then just kind of letting the sexual energy flow, so as to speak.
Okay, I hear you. Is it possible if I could get recycled again if there's like no more people in the call, or that's not possible?
Yeah. Usually I would say no, but we'll make an exception. Yeah, just jump on at like 10:30 or something. You can be like the last person.
Gotcha. Okay, sounds good. Thanks,
Okay.
Alex.
All right, buddy. Take care. All right. Cool. Let's bring on the next person. What up?
Oh.
The Bikini Slayer. I know you. You always
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
back.
Okay.
I'm back.
Yeah,
Okay, so
back
I
in the
guess
bathroom. Yeah, back in the bathroom.
this is not a bathroom. This is my room. By the
yeah?
way, this is I have a poster there, like a printer.
Okay.
This is not a bathroom.
Is there a college dorm room?
No, it's just like, well, it was an office room before, and then my parents are just like, you can sleep in here because I was sleeping with my brother. That sounds you know what I mean.
Don't tell the ladies.
A bunk bed, and they're like, you can
don't tell the ladies you're fucking your brother. That's gonna it's gonna.
Oh, already out to a great start.
Yeah. Okay. So who are you thinking about going on a date with, or you want to do both? What are you thinking?
Let's go with Nicole.
Nicole. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take me and Candace off then.
Hello, Miss Dominatrix.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, so I'm really curious, like, how you got into being a dominatrix, because that's definitely not usually what women want to do, to say the least.
I honestly found it on Craigslist, and during the pandemic, and because I was like looking for like waitressing, serving jobs, and I found out what it was. I was down to try it, and it's just really fun and very lucrative. So I just continue doing it.
Yeah. You were just like, fuck it. That's interesting because I'm wondering if like, are you sexually attracted by it, or it's just kind of like fun in the way of like, if I went to play basketball, like obviously I'm not going to get a boner while I'm playing basketball.
It's fun to me to hurt men that want to be hurt. Yeah.
So you get like fulfillment out of it, basically. You're like,
yeah, it's fun.
Wow, that's very. But like in your normal life, are you a dom, or is it's just for the job?
I mean, I guess it depends on the person that I'm around. I mean, I feel like all women are naturally submissive. And then like if like a man does have like a super like dominant personality,
yeah,
I do get shy, which is strange because I'm not used to being around dominant men.
So what type of guys are like going to you? Are they like super rich millionaires, or are they all kind of like cucks? Or is it like
I mean, not all, because I've had some like younger people, like 20-year-olds, that are just trying it out because Julia Fox made it something, and then it's become popular and more spoken about. So I do have a lot of younger people too, but I would say like 40, 60.
46 in like 60 of that 60% are like the rich dudes that just want to beat him.
60% are older, like older men. I mean, I don't think that honestly money has anything to do with it, because it's the same thing as like saying Xbox is not just for people who can afford it. Some people will, like work at Wendy's for 2 months just to afford it because they really want it, So if someone has a fetish, they'll do what they can to get the money.
Interesting. And you use one of these, I assume?
I've never used a ping pong paddle.
Oh, really? That's.
No, I used a hanger, actually, a wooden hanger.
A hanger?
Yeah, I didn't have any of my toys with me, so.
You're just like, fuck it, let's just go into the closet, just get a hanger.
All I had around in the room was hangers, wooden hangers, and I broke a lot of them. Yeah.
Oh wow, it's
you have to be resourceful. You have to be resourceful.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. They're paying for it, so you're like, fuck it, let's just.
What are you into?
What am I into?
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely not into being dommed. That's for sure.
Have you ever been dommed?
No, and I don't ever plan. Well, actually, one girl, I was with her, and she was like, "Do you like being dommed?" And I was like, no, like, don't get it twisted. Like, No.
So you don't like it when a girl like just pushes you up against a wall and
Yeah, just grabs me and handcuffs me. No, that's
or
you know, everybody has their thing, but you know, I prefer to be the one.
Do what you want.
Yeah, I prefer, you know, not to be, you know, the one being submissive. That's a little bit you know, maybe in another universe, but no, not here. But I do have a friend, and I was just talking to him, and he was like, yeah, I like when girls degrade me, and I was like, oh, interesting, and we just ended the conversation there for obvious reasons because obviously you don't want to hear your boy saying like yeah, I like being degraded. I'm like, bro, stop, shut up, don't tell me anymore. But you know, maybe he's went to you before, so hopefully not.
Nicole, we got to introduce him to Mr. Slave.
Oh no, oh god. Although I think that would be super funny to talk to him. To be fair,
He's a character. All right, so
Yeah.
Nicole, same question as last time. Would you, in all seriousness, go on a second date with the Bikini Slayer?
I mean, possibly. Although it doesn't. Maybe.
Would it be more in like a friendly setting or in a romantic setting?
I mean, I'd be curious to kind of see what he would be like in, like, if we continue to talk and to see if he really is dominant.
Okay, we got a maybe. What is your suspicion? Do you think he's really dominant?
No.
Yeah.
you know what? To be fair though, I am a virgin, so I've actually never had sex. So.
Wait, are you really, or are you just trolling?
No, I'm serious. I actually am.
Oh
so.
shit! How old are you?
18.
And where do you live?
In sort of like in the East Bay in California.
Oh, Nicole, can you save this young man?
I mean, I don't want to go to jail.
No, that's legal. 18 is legal.
Yeah.
Candice, what's your feedback?
I definitely felt like he takes time as a young man to maybe get to know her. She's a beautiful young lady, and especially knowing her, what she does off the back and what she feels passionate about. Getting to know her is a lot more just really experiencing like who she is and not just about what her job is.
Yeah.
And as for like not being dominated or something like that, I feel like before you like, I think you should try it because she knows with men that likes it. And as a young man, I think you should be able to try things, you know, because you might like it.
Okay.
Is your advice for the Bikini Slayer to let Nicole shove a paddle up his ass?
No.
Like whatever he like. I mean, as a beautiful.
That's so extreme.
No. Okay, I just want to say that I'm not into that. Let's just dispel this myth.
Okay. Interesting. I think that, well, first of all, I was a virgin when I was 18 too. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 19. I will say this. Nicole is definitely in some ways like harder than she has a stronger frame. She's gonna be a harder type of girl to bullshit, basically, especially like being dominant, saying you're dominant when you're not really dominant. So that, just to kind of add context to that. So if I was like a virgin and I was like trying to lose my virginity, Nicole wouldn't be my first choice. Let's just say I would think there would be like a younger girl I'll have a better chance with, because Nicole will fucking break you down. Or maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, so I think again, so like, the fact that you're a virgin, that you're 18 does put things in perspective. Again, like, it's tougher. But I think, yeah, just like you definitely did better than the last time. You didn't try to do any of this weird negging. So that was good. I was happy to see that you didn't do that. The conversation was okay. You talked about her career a bit. I probably would jump off from the logical question, start acting more interesting things. Like build that as a bridge, like, okay, so how do you become a dominatrix? And then like kind of just, I don't know, like go in a little bit of a different direction, just make things a little bit more fun, interesting. It did seem like when she was talking to you about like, oh, you're, are you sure you're not submissive? Like it did seem like your frame was starting to crumble a little bit. Like you seemed like less sure of yourself. But yeah, again, a lot of that is just experience and practice. So keep it up, man. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
Yeah, I have a question. So like I guess if yeah, like just in terms of like frame, like how would you go about sort of having like, because a lot of it seems to be sort of like my confidence kind of leads into like my frame. How would I like sort of like build better frame? Is just like more experience going out with girls and just like doing that, or is there like what
Yeah,
would you do?
frame. Yeah, you're right. Those two things are pretty intertwined. Frame usually comes from having like a lot of experience with a specific situation. So when it comes to dating or podcasts, my frame is really, really strong because I've done it so many times, right? And I'm just so sure of myself, at least in those two departments, right? Because I have so many positive reference experiences. So whenever a girl's like testing my frame, it's again, I have like a decade worth of like positive reference experiences that like kind of like support my frame. But when you don't have that, yeah, obviously your frame is going to be weaker. So yeah, really to answer your question, it really just comes from practice and getting positive reference experiences, which
Have
means a
fun.
lot. Go ahead.
Have fun.
Thanks.
Having fun is good too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that really just largely comes down to getting positive reference experiences and being more sure and confident of yourself. Which again, I wasn't that confident at 18, so
Yeah.
that takes time to build.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm about to go do some colder breaths now. I'm feeling a bit motivated. So thanks for the advice, man. Take care,
Buddy. Have
boys.
fun. Take care.
All right. Peace.
All right. Juan Carlos.
Hey, how's it going, Alex? What's up, girls? I'd like to have femmes on, please.
Oh damn! Everyone's just picking Nicole. All right,
Yeah.
next person's got to pick Candace. But all right, we'll me and Candy will take ourselves off for 4 or 5 minutes.
Hey, how's it going?
I think that we did it last time.
Yeah, we did. I actually cut out in the middle. Yeah, I actually did that because I didn't know who you were before then. I didn't know you're like, because I saw you, in other podcasts. But yeah, after hearing you, talk about that's just like a job to you, I was like, sort of intrigued me.
Yeah. What intrigues you?
Well, it just intrigued me that, like, maybe, you could be dominated. So that's
You
just,
have to be nominated?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, where are you located out of right now?
New York.
New York? Okay.
Where are you?
Yeah. I'm far away. I'm in California right now.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, what would we do, if we met up? Like, what kind of hobbies are you into? Do you like wine, for example?
I like wine. I like tequila better.
Tequila?
Yeah. I prefer not to drink my calories.
Yeah. Do you like wine though? Because yeah, I really like red wine.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
really into wine?
Yeah, sort of. I like to try like a really good one, so a red one. So yeah, you appear to me like to be like a classy type of person. So yeah, get like an Airbnb and just freaking chill,
You want to get an Airbnb and chill?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me see.
Do girls usually just agree to that when you just invite them to just get a room and have wine?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, maybe not for you. I mean, yeah, I'm interested in like finding the right strategy though, and
To do that, to just get a girl just to agree just to go straight to the Airbnb.
yeah, I mean that's sometimes how it works. I mean, yeah, I mean,
Wow. Okay.
yeah, pretty much. So like freaking I never been in New York, so that would be a stretch though. I don't know too much about you, so but yeah.
I don't know much about you either.
Yeah.
Except now I know that you like to invite women to Airbnbs to drink wine.
Yeah.
Never met them.
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's just freaking. Yeah, I'm getting more sophisticated as I go on. So.
Oh, more sophisticated? Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't want to get to know me? You just want to take me to an Airbnb?
Well, let me freaking think. Like, I'm trying to think of like your background. I mean, are you from like America?
Yes, I'm from America.
Okay, yeah. Thought you might be like Russian or something.
Oh, if I was Russian, would
I don't know. Yeah, but
All right. All right. All right. All right, Nicole. Same question as always. Would you go on a second date with one?
no.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of expect it. What did you not like?
But he said that he wanted to get an Airbnb.
There was other things though, I'm sure, right?
Well, that was a huge red flag. That if anyone would have said that to me, I would have just hung up and not even entertained the rest of the conversation. And then he continued to say that that's what he's looking for. So there's no compatibility there.
I can see
Well,
that.
I think I saw several issues. So first of all, when people get anxiety, one of two things happens. Either they start rambling and they talk really fast, or they shut down. You're kind of the latter category. So yeah, I could just tell you were like running out of things to say, and you were like nervous, so you were just like kind of shut down. You're like, fuck, right? But that's a sign of anxiety. It's either that or you're like, like you're actually mentally slow, which you're not. So obviously it's an anxiety. You like, for example, in the very beginning, right? She was like, "You think you can dominate me?" You're like, "Yeah," and then you change the topic. Like, I would not change the topic on that. I would actually keep rolling with that. I would be like, "Yeah, of course. Why, you don't think I can?" Right? Just roll with that. She'll be like, "Oh no, I guess blah blah blah." blah. I would not change the topic there at all. It was clear that you kind of got awkward, that it kind of got awkward, and you ran out of things to say, which is why it's important to have backup questions. But also, if you look at it, the conversation thread, it was just like this, right? It wasn't like you picked a few topics and went deep on them, which is what I prefer. It's just like, oh, what about this? Where are you from? Oh, yeah, blah blah blah. The Airbnb thing, yeah, I definitely would not phrase it like that. First of all, before you like invite girl to the place, there should be like some clear sexual intent and sexual interest. Right? You kind of did that like 1 minute in. Also, the way you went about that was kind of odd, like just the terminology. I wouldn't say like let's get an Airbnb and drink wine. I would say let's drink wine. She'd be like, where? Like, oh, I know a cool spot. Like, kind of leave it like that. There's no need to be like, I'm gonna rent an Airbnb, because that basically implies that I'm just renting a hotel so I can fuck you. I can't even bring you back to my place. I have to do it at like at a different place. You definitely, like, when she started questioning what you were saying, you started becoming unsure of yourself. So in a situation like that, you either have to completely backtrack or double down. I personally prefer to double down. So if she was like, notice how when you first said getting Airbnb, she had like a smile on her face. She's like, okay, right? Like right there, you got to pick up on the sign and be like, but I'm assuming you're not into that, right? I can tell. I'm like, I can tell you don't think this is a good idea. She's like, no, blah, 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 blah. Right. And then like, okay, you can build on that. Maybe there's an objection. Maybe she's just not into it at all. But when you like are like, oh shit, yeah, right. Then the girl's like, okay, well, this guy's not even sure of himself. So yeah, that's kind of my feedback.
Awesome, bro. Yeah, I freaking learned a lot on that one, bro. I appreciate you having me on, and yeah, guys, next time.
Watch the speed date I went on with Nicole. It was like really romantic. We were totally in love. So check that one out.
All right, peace.
Do you have any feedback, Candace?
Oh man, you said it. That was, you came in strong in the beginning, man. You had me, and you just went down with that question. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the.
Yeah, we'll do it next time. So. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. You got a discount, a free 30-minute call.
Okay, man. I'll reach out to you, bro.
All right, buddy. Take care. I don't know if you got that joke, Ben. Okay, let me bring on JJ.
Yes,
Yo, what up?
hey, how's it going, bro?
We're good. All right, so what are you thinking?
Let's go with Candy.
All right,
Switch
good
it
man.
up.
All right, cool. I'm gonna take me and Nicole off for 4 or 5 minutes.
What's up,
How you
JJ?
doing, girl? What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. So what's your real name, Candy?
Want to take a guess? I think it's pretty simple. I think it's kind of easy, maybe.
You gotta guess my name first. It starts with a J. That's your hint.
Jake.
No.
Jesse.
J-E. No. J-E.
Jeremiah.
Nah. It's way lame. You're thinking way too cool. It's lamer than that.
Jerry? Jerry's not lame. I'm trying to think what's lame with J-E. Jed?
Jed? Nah. Jerry was closer. If you add one other letter, then it'll sound like it.
Jerry?
Yeah.
Jeffrey?
Yeah. Jeffrey Jr.
Jeffrey Jr.?
Yeah, that's it.
No, it's not.
It is, I swear. It's on my birth certificate.
No, like, oh my God, no. No. Okay, now your turn.
All right, I gotta guess you. Candy. It's got Candy. Candace.
Yeah.
Candace.
Like
fucking, what's that show? Phineas and Ferb.
That's right, Candace. Exactly. All right, well, talk to me. Tell me a little bit more about you.
About me? I want to know about you, girl. So, are you sweet like Candy, or is that just why Candy?
It could be both. It was just a simple. A lot of people call me Candy like real quickly if I tell my name. I don't know why Candace was always somewhat kind of hard to like say or remember or pronounce. They'll like say Kansas or Candice or something like that or Candice, and I'm like,
You
bro,
just need a little sweetness in your life. That's it. You're just missing a little sweetness, so you need some candy. You need a little Jeffrey Jr. to come sweeten your life up.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that's cute. For real, like I can be sweet, I can be sour. It just really depends on the day, So
you're a Sour Patch Kid. All right.
Definitely.
All right.
I tear you
Gotta
up.
zip it up.
Later on, I feel bad, and I'm like, sorry, man. That was kind of a moment.
We're kind of matchy right now.
Oh, we are.
Got the same thing going. Gotta get the hood up.
You like figure out like what I was wearing? Were you like?
Oh yeah, of course. I always like to match on the first date. It's just my thing.
I like.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. Oh, you have black.
Say what?
You do have the black on though.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. So we pretty much are matching.
Pretty much. I think this is like it adds up. I mean, we got the same outfits. We dress the same. Looks like we got to get a second one going.
Yep. Man, well, come on. You got to tell me a little bit more, like, about you. I mean, I just met you, Jeffrey.
You just met me. Well, this is why we're here. We're dating. We're on here to date, get to know each other, get some chemistry.
Okay, let's see. Well, come on.
You have pets? You like animals?
I do. Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What pets do you have?
I have 3 chihuahuas.
Chihuahuas? Okay. I've got 3 dogs. I've got 3 dogs and 3 cats.
Ooh. 3 dogs and 3 cats? And you are.
Yeah.
You are lucky. I've been wanting to get a cat, and 3 is just like even heaven.
Yeah. You got to come over and cuddle with them.
Oh my God.
I'm in here right now.
You know what? That would be a dream. Because I do. I mean, I don't have cats. I just have my 3 dogs. So I definitely wanted to get a cat, but I didn't know how to have them like get along.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like one of my dogs chases all the cats, but they get along for the most part. But yeah.
Oh yeah. Inside?
Say what?
Are the cats like stay at home?
No, the cats go inside and outside. They do their own thing.
That is
all right. All right. Same question.
Come on,
as
we're
well. No, well, yeah. That's why they call me Mr. Cockblock. So, all right, Candace, what's your honest answer? Would you, if you were single and living in the same city as this fine young gentleman, go on a second date with him? And
Yeah.
be brutally honest. You would. Okay. I had a feeling you would say that. What did you like and what did you not like?
It was a friendly atmosphere. It was very cool. Like, I like that. I mean, I enjoyed that we could joke around immediately about our names, and it's just like I like to joke. I like to just kind of like feel the air, feel the person, and I've definitely kind of like I've already like I was a little nervous in the beginning. I felt a little bit better now. I feel like this was definitely a great time to experience someone who's kind of chill. So it was cool, really talking to him.
And Candace sitting on a tree, Kissing. I'm just kidding. All right, dude. So JJ, I think you are definitely getting better. You were on. When were you on? Like 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago?
Yeah, like 2 days ago. Yeah.
You did run out of things to say this time. You were a little bit smoother, so I see a clear improvement for sure. Honestly, I don't have like a humongous like I don't think you did anything majorly wrong. There's like some small things I would have done differently. So for example, with the name, when she was like guessing your name, she's like, "Oh, is it this?" I'm like, "No, I'm actually Jesus Junior." I was Jesus' son. And you can just kind of fuck around with that. I like to do a little bit, but again, it's just like my style of
Yeah.
humor. Uh, I think there was some sexual tension, which is good. I think you're the first guy who's able to build any amount of sexual tension so far on the stream. You can definitely build more, and some of that will just go to kind of slowing down your speech a little bit and talking with a little bit more intent. But yeah, that's like we're getting from like intermediate to advanced stuff. A lot of that stuff is just like practice and experience. So yeah, man, it's good to see that you improved. Keep doing these, you'll get better. And but yeah, you didn't make any major mistakes this time.
Good shit, man. Thanks, Candy. That was a vibe.
What
I
did you
dig
think, Nicole? What are your thoughts?
I think you did good.
Yeah. What does your dog think?
She doesn't think much.
The dog is like, I'd fuck him. All right, cool.
She wants a play date with my dogs.
Oh, we all have a man.
Yeah, everyone here has a dog. All right. Thank you, JJ. Appreciate you.
All right.
All right. I want to see someone go on a double date. Let's see who's gonna be
Oh, do it though. No.
who's gonna be the brave one. Okay, let's get Brian on. Yeah, what up?
Yo.
Oh,
Yo. Oh, bad.
say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're gonna go on a date with both girls?
Yeah, I'm interested. I want to try this.
All right. Cool. Good man. I'm gonna take myself off then because I'm I guess the last person.
Oh, jeez. All right, so it's gonna be interesting. So I know your name, Nicole. What's your name, Candy?
Candace.
Oh, Candace. Okay, cool. So the reason why I want to try to do both of you is because I think on one side we have like a very like sexy baddie, Nicole, and then on the other side we have like a really cute feminine girl, Candace. I think it's just a really interesting combination of like girls to like try and date. Uh, I have a question for both of you. In terms of like guys and a guy's uh, a guy's personality, does a personality more matter more than whether they are dominant or submissive, or are they kind of equally the same? What would you say your answer to that would be?
Do you want to start, Nicole?
I don't understand. I don't understand the question. Can you repeat it? I'm sorry.
So, do you care, like, in terms of personality and whether a guy is dominant or submissive? What is more important to you? Like, do you care more about their personality or whether the guy is dominant or submissive?
Well, you can't really. Well, I mean, you don't really know how they are in the bedroom until you get to that point. But how would a guy approach you if he's submissive?
True. I mean, but like for girls, like falling in love is a lot different than it is for guys. For guys, like it's all about looks. Like apparently, like well, for at least for me, I would not be talking to you girls if you were overweight and obviously not as attractive as you two are. Whereas for girls, you're attracted to men whose personality you're attracted to, right? So if the guy is funny, if the guy is maybe a little bit confident, can like speak up for himself, that is what girls are attracted to. But there are confident men who aren't as dominant as particular men who aren't necessarily confident. They're just dominant because they like to be assertive with things or a little bit more aggressive in general. I've dated, like, for example, I've dated a dominant girl before. I dated someone similar to you, Nicole. And from my perspective, it was always like a constant battle for power, like who's in charge. And I felt like most of those girls, they tend to not have a personality. I'm not saying that you don't, because I don't know you yet. But they tend to not have a personality as much as someone like Candace, because she's like the complete opposite of you. She's more like upfront, more like I would say a little bit happier.
I think you are bad, my
Yeah,
bro.
and this is like coming from my this is
Right.
coming from my perspective, from my opinion, from my perspective, from my experience,
No,
and that's why I say that.
as you were saying earlier, Miss Marilyn, like what girls like is just the personality. So I feel like as long as you're yourself, I think we'd like to get to know who you are, and then along the way, when we feel comfortable, then we will show you who we are. Because a lot of times we do a lot of play with the males. You know what I'm saying? Like being dominated, I feel like is a blessing. You don't even understand, and you don't even so like to know a woman and what she does and what she can allow the pleasures to a man. It kind of just depends like what he's willing to open himself to. And I just feel like you got to kind of like be yourself so she could feel comfortable being herself to you at this point, especially on this first date.
What about you, Nicole?
Um,
Does it matter if the guy's dominant, or like is it all about personality as well?
no, it has to do with his personality and his character, and
So if the guy's funny as fuck and like he's cool, he's chill back, but he's not dominant, like would you still be like cool, like I'll date him?
yeah.
Okay, interesting. I'm curious. I was curious about that question because you're obviously, both of you are completely like, your personality is like completely different. Like I feel like Nicole is like, in terms of like how bratty she is. I wouldn't even say you're a brat, Nicole. I would say you're very you shit test in a very like in a hard way, like in a intensely. Like you don't even give a fuck. You don't even give enough fuck to reply to the guy, and that's a way of shit testing, man. So like when a guy approaches you, I feel like you're the type of girl to be like, and then look away. Exactly like what you're doing now. You just smile and then like whatever. So that's like a very difficult shit test to pass for most guys. Whereas Candace is more like upfront, upbeat, I would say.
All right. Okay. So same question that I always ask. We'll just go one at a time. Nicole, would you go on a second date with Brian?
I don't know. I don't understand. That didn't seem like a date.
Yeah, it did seem like a little bit like a debate. What about you, Candace?
No, it definitely felt like a debate. Definitely felt like
Okay. So here's my feedback. Well, actually, do you girls want to give your feedback first? Because I don't want to bias you. So if you guys want to go first, I'll give my feedback after.
I mean, woo, that was something else, dude. Like you had baddies up on here, and you missed your chance. I don't even know what.
It's all right.
It just went this way and that way, and it was very surprising. I don't even know.
This is a good
Too many debates.
If you notice, I'm like totally different when I'm debating.
I actually just came up here to ask him that question, to be honest.
Okay. All right, so here's my feedback. So first of all, we'll give you props for doing two girls. That's obviously hard to discourage.
Thank you.
That being said, you did like 90% of the talking. Good conversation. It should be like closer to 50-50. Maybe even the girl doing 60% of the talking. If you watch my dates, usually the girl's doing like 50-60% of the talking, right? Sometimes even 65%, but you'll never see a speed date where I'm doing 80-90% of the talking. The questions were to me, girls, you can tell me if you felt this too, were kind of confusing. I was legitimately confused about what was being discussed. Do you girls feel that way?
Yeah.
I just was kind of confused. Like, what exactly are we talking about right now?
Yeah.
I think you focus on the dominant thing like way too much. Also, some small things like don't say things like "I wouldn't be with you if you were fat."
Yeah,
there's going to be a small subsect of girls that's going to react very poorly to that.
she's gonna remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Most girls will probably let it go, but like especially if the girl used to be chubby and like she has like some like self-esteem around that, like that can definitely piss off a certain amount of girls, especially like the SJW type of girls. Okay, when you're talking, this is something more specific for Nicole. When you're talking to a dominant girl like Nicole is, don't say that she's dominant because girls like Nicole like to be submissive with a true alpha guy, right? So when you're saying like, oh yeah, it's too much, hassle, or it's too hard dating a dominant girl, what that actually suggests is that you weren't dominant enough, and thus that girl had to be dominant, right? And you were the submissive one. So again, girls like Nicole, right? Like they like to be submissive with a dominant alpha guy. It's just that most guys don't really meet that threshold, and then they're forced to be the dominant ones. But they don't actually enjoy that. That's not their favorite. Second of all, Nicole would definitely fall in the brat category. So I don't know why you say she's not a brat. She'd definitely be a brat by some, at least to some extent. Also, don't use the word shit test when you're talking to girls. That's like a pickup term that like girls don't really know and find kind of weird.
Okay, gotcha.
Don't use like any like pickup lingo or something like that.
I have a question, and maybe Nicole can answer this, because I really have dated a dominant girl who, she claimed to be dominant, and we dated, and obviously it was mainly about like hookup and shit like that, and we actually like every time like after we hooked up and shit, like we never really spoke about anything really. It was always like she always like had something to say about me telling her what to do. But it was always a very weird. There was never any vibe in there, and I've met other like dominant girls. Is there a reason for why that is? Am I like not being dominant enough? How do I deal with those types of girls?
Was the girl sexually submissive with you or no?
When it came to sex, yes. Like when we were like obviously in bed, like she would do whatever I say, but then like once we got off and like started just talking about random shit, like try to actually have a normal conversation, she didn't like the topics that I would bring up, or she didn't like me putting her in a certain category. I guess
you call her dominant, but it sounds to me like she was just like kind of I don't know, like just a pain in the ass more than dominant. Like what why do you say that she's like dominant? It just seems to me like she just like to give you shit basically.
I wouldn't even say it was shit. It was just the way, like, whenever I would say, she would literally tell me she didn't like it when I told her what to do. Like, for example, I remember I was thirsty, like, after whatever, we hooked up, I was thirsty, and I asked her, hey, can you give me a glass of water? She would literally tell me she didn't like that.
It just seemed like...
Just an example.
Yeah, right? I wouldn't call that a dominant girl. It just seemed like she one, you guys had some communication issues, and two, that she was a little bit difficult for no reason. Again, I don't know. Maybe there's some underlying.
So maybe it's just like no connection.
Could be any number of things. Yeah. But yeah, dude. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you.
Interesting. All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Take care. All right. That was our first double date. Let's see if anyone does any more after this. We may have officially scared everyone away from doing double dates. Well, I'll just encourage people to do it. Let's get this guy on. Huge asshole.
That's unexpected.
What's up, Alex? You skipped the line because you did pretty well last
time. Pretty well, yeah.
Advantage of knowing the host. All right, so what are you thinking?
Knowing the host?
The host.
You just called them host, Alex? What the fuck?
The host. God damn it, chill out, huge asshole. I'm going to take you off and put like fucking 20 motherfuckers on before you. So what are you thinking? Who do you want to go on a date with? Or do you want to do both?
I'll go with Nicole. I got a couple questions.
Okay. I want to see this.
I like Candy. You though, Candy.
Next person will have to pick Candy. All right, me and Candy will take ourselves off for 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay, Nicole. So I just kind of jumped on here, but I briefly heard the last guy talking about your dominant or dominatrix, femdom. That's what your name says, right?
Yeah.
So what exactly does that entail?
That's what I do for a job, for money. Yeah. I dominate men.
Dominate, like
men pay me to humiliate them and abuse them physically and mentally.
Oh, so you actually abuse? I thought it was like a verbal thing, not actually physical. What?
Yeah.
What was the moment in your life where it just like went through your mind that you were like, yeah, I want to abuse guys and I want to charge them money for it? It's just kind of fascinating to me.
No, the job kind of just fell in my lap, and it's lucrative and it's fun most of the time. So I just stuck with it. And
you don't sound very sure of that answer about it being fun.
Because most of the time it is fun. Sometimes, you get those assholes that, try to take advantage and that are looking for prostitutes.
Right. So it was more like a happenstance rather than like you were ever since a young age. You were like you sort of experienced men that way. There wasn't. You didn't have like an experience with a man early in life. You like your father abused you or something where you like decided like I want to flip the tables on.
My father was never abusive to me. No.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You had a mother, I assume, right? Both figures active in your life?
Yeah. Yeah, they're both very well. My mom is very loving.
Interesting. I don't know, because usually I think I would associate like a femdom or somebody who it gets into a business like this with someone who like had something fairly, traumatic or something happening.
It fell into my lap.
I mean, hey, as long as it pays the bills, right? I see you're living in like New York, maybe. Yeah. I don't see those fucking window ACs where I'm from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do?
You're lagging a little bit.Hat'd you say?
What do you do? Where do you live?
I'm from Nebraska. I'm a Midwest boy. I occasionally dabble in.
Nebraska?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
You've probably never met anyone from there, have you?
Don't think so.
I heard Midwest guys are pretty good. Like I've had some girls from other states that I've met that like go to college here or something that I've talked to, and it's the culture with dating and relationships is a lot different here compared to like New York, East Coast, West Coast, wherever. I don't know. It's just I'm like sure. I don't think anyone here does anything that you do. That's why I wanted to talk to you, because I was so entangled in why somebody would, end up in a business like this, or why guys would want it. But yeah, I started my own business like started this year. It's nothing crazy, but I'm still building life experience. So
what do you do?
Well, see, that's boring talk. Oh. Ideally, I'd be like traveling around the world, going on adventures. I'm a very adventurous and spontaneous person, and I try to connect with people on that sort of a level. Would you say that you're into? Well, obviously you're adventurous, considering I'm sure you've had a lot of different experiences with men in every possible scenario.
All right. Okay, same question as always, Nicole. Would you go on a second date with huge castle, whatever?
Huge castle, I like that.
Probably not.
Okay.
Not for like an intense reason. It just didn't really seem like there was any vibe per se, and it seemed like he was very hung up on the fact that I am Dom and that he's never.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting, Hugh, because I think you did actually a lot better 2 days ago when you were on.
Oh yeah, for sure. There was a little bit more. I don't know. It was a little bit more natural before. I don't know, because her and I are like polar opposites. Like I've never really talked to a girl that's a femdom, so I wanted to just.
I'm gonna give some feedback for everyone. I think most of you guys are way too focused on what she does for work. Like I would almost like forget about that. Like, yeah, she works as a femdom, but it doesn't actually mean anything. It doesn't mean that she's actually dominant. Like she's just, in a lot of ways, she's just like your every girl. She just has an unusual job. So I think,
except she abuses men and gets paid for it.
Right. She has an unusual job, but like aside from that, like that doesn't make her different than like the vast majority of other girls.
It's kind of like addressing the elephant in the room that
I don't see it as an elephant in the room. I think like most of you guys are like too focused on that. So my feedback would be, if you're gonna go on a date with Nicole, like don't really focus on it. It's like not that, I don't know. I just wouldn't focus on it. That's honestly what I would say.
Well,
so
I guess Okay.
Let me
Okay. I'm sorry.
my feedback. Okay. So here's my feedback. It kind of felt like a therapy session a little bit, like you were trying to like figure things out. Like, so what was your childhood like? You just kind of had that vibe. I would not bring up the trauma. That's like a stereotype. And granted that, usually you're right that a lot of girls in that type of industry probably do have that, but it's like a common stereotype. And I think a lot of girls are going to be annoyed by that. It's like whenever I walk my dog, who's a Siberian Husky, people are like, oh, you have a Husky, huh? You must be hot in the summer. It's like, here we go again. How does he do in the summer? I'm like, as if I haven't heard this question 1,000 times.
Right.
It's always something Nicole has heard 100 times too. It's like, oh, you work as a dom.
Have you, Nicole?
Do you have daddy issues? Like, it's just, I feel like it's like a pretty cliche question.
Well, yeah, I feel like that's a little more crass way of going about it. Like I was more so trying to like ask her those questions that would have had to do with her childhood, like the moment she knew she wanted to do this stuff, because I wanted to riff off that. But then she said it just fell into her lap.
But
so
why get into her childhood if you have a 5-minute date? Like, that just seems like a way too heavy of a topic for like the first date.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just kind of running it how I guess I would run a date if I was like gonna be with her for like an hour, 2 hours or something, so I could like spiral into more conversation.
I wouldn't bring that up like I probably wouldn't bring that up on the first date at all, like childhood issues. Okay, let's just assume. Okay, let's just assume she has childhood trauma. Like, how is you bringing that negative part of her life going to help in any way? If anything, it's going to make her bummed out. So if a girl,
right? Yeah, the trauma part, I shouldn't have said anything. I was just kind of like grasping for straws.
Just let me finish my monologue. So if a girl does have childhood trauma, right, like you're just going to be reminding her of something negative, and if she doesn't, you're not going to have anything to discuss. So you lose either way. And the last piece of feedback I have for you, it seems like you did like 80% of the talking, right? Typical date should be like 50-50, even 60-40. But you did like most of the talking, right? So again, that's another thing that I would say.
I was.
All right, you're learning. So okay. So you're not going to vibe with every girl, so that's okay. Okay, now you can speak.
I just wanted to like throw it out there. Like, I mean, there's no like hate between us. Like, I respect your decision. I guess I'm still like, I'm approaching these speed dates like a different way, kind of like I'm trying to like get down to the nitty gritty, like get deep connection as fast as possible. So like I'll get better as time goes on. I guess in terms of that, maybe I should have just like abandoned the femdom part and like maybe like asked her what instead, if since this just happened to fall in your lap, like what would she rather be doing, like in an ideal world or something, right?
Do you date? Is this what you do on usual dates? You hustle?
Mm-hmm.
Do you do this on usual dates? You hustle? Do you tell people every time when you meet a woman, like, and tell her about her jobs and her trauma? Like, I just want to know.
Well, no, the trauma part was totally like out of pocket, but
on dates, like, do you feel, is that what you do now on dates immediately?
Well, I've like switched my like outlook on dates. Like I used to be like super gamey and like just like straightforward, like trying to get into bed, but like now I'm actually trying to like do more of an like a deep connection sort of thing.
Okay.
It sounds like blue pill shit on here, but like the way I'm approaching
it doesn't sound like blue pill shit. No, like I get what you're saying. And I'm like, I think
like appeal to the emotions rather than like surface level.
No, I think you should experiment and try different things. I just think if you watch
Candy, tell me.
Wait, let me finish. If you watch the one from 2 days ago, you actually did a lot better than that one. So I would just like, but you went in a different direction. So if you're gonna go for this angle, go for the one that you did 2 days ago, not like the one from today. Okay, go ahead, Candy.
Yeah, I want to hear what Candy was trying to say to me.
Like, you just had my mind everywhere. I was with the nonsense. I'm sorry, Hugh.
Nonsense?
No, I didn't.
Which part?
I know what to tell you. Who's I hustle? Whatever your name is, man. I don't even know if that's your real name.
Well, my real name is Jackson, so.
Oh.
Yeah, but you can call me Hugh. But I just want your feedback. You said you were all over the place. Yeah, that 5 minutes, that's gonna happen.
I just feel like you need to get to know the lady. I just didn't feel like you. I just felt like.
Yeah, that's what I was shooting for, but I fucked up with the trauma part.
Well, I'm glad. I hope you reflect on that on your next date and think about a different way to mix. I think you need to totally trash your plan, bro, on your next live date.
No, I just need to refine it.
I actually agree with you. I don't think you need to trash the plan. I think you need to refine it. I agree with that.
I appreciate your insight, though, Candy.
Yeah, yes.
Have a good night, guys. Peace, Alex. Thanks for letting me on.
Thanks,
bye.
Bye.
I love his background. It looks like he's like in the middle of like the woods or something.
I couldn't even.
Believe it or not, he was on 2 days ago. He actually did really well. Believe it or not. I know. Crazy, right? Okay, let's grab the next person. Chris.
Hey, how's it going, Alex?
Pretty good. So you said you want to go on a date with the lovely Candy?
Yeah. Hey, Candy, how's it going?
Hi, Chris. Good. How are you?
Cool.
Good.
So, I will take me and Nicole off for a few.
Hey, Candy.
Hi.
So I missed. Where are you from?
I am from the Philippines. I was born there, and I was raised in Houston pretty much like my whole life.
Houston. Okay, Texas.
Yes. What
so
about
you're
you?
like a rancher?
No, I'm a city girl.
City girl. Okay.
Yeah.
Seeing some kind of like ranch style in the mirrors in the background.
Yeah, no, I would love the ranch though. Like I would not mind.
Yeah. Do you play the guitar?
No, I do like it, but no, I don't play.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw a guitar there in the background.
Yeah, no, actually a neighbor was giving away, and I always thought like, if I ever wanted to try and practice, it'd be cool.
Oh, okay. Any instruments you play?
No, not really. I like to sing a little bit.
Okay, sing. Okay, what do you sing?
I can sing anything, but I wouldn't say I'm like the best and I sing like, anything like that, but I could sing anything that I feel,
Okay, you're in your car. There's nobody around. There's nobody at the stoplight. What are you singing in the car?
I know.
You're like a Filipina Miley Cyrus. Look at you.
Well, I mean, I wish I was confident enough to even do that, but like, no, yeah.
Okay.
I would sing in the car. It was funny. I mean, that's what I do. I blast music because when I had a job, it was an hour away, and I would blast music that I would listen to daily, so I knew the lyrics, and then like I would sing it so loud, the people driving next to me would be like, "She really in it? Why?" Because I'm like, so because an hour drive.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes.
No, totally. If you and I were in the car together, people would be staring at us. We'd just be belting it out like that show on TV. I forget the name of it, but.
Would you be singing with me?
Yeah, of course I'd be singing with you. Why not? You're a cute girl. You seem like a lot of fun, so I'd sing with you.
Oh, so you wouldn't get annoyed? Because I could sing all like for hours. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I sometimes sing like the whole Green Day Dookie album when my daughter's in the car, and she loves it. She just laughs the whole time while I'm doing it.
You're gonna have to sing that to me because I don't think I've heard it.
Yeah, well, in private, not with all these people watching us, okay?
I almost showed you a little bit. You can kind of maybe hum it to me. I know, man, but
Okay. You have a nicer voice than I do, so you did a little bit better. You
you
got a little bit of flavor in your talk. So, like, are you always from Houston?
Yes, pretty much. I was raised there for over 20 years. So, because I left Philippines when I was 3, and then so I was raised in A-Leaf. I don't know, pretty much like southwest of Houston.
No, I'm from the Great White North. I don't know anything about there.
Okay, well, that's pretty much where I was raised my whole life. So.
Yeah, closest I've been to you has been what's the place where Arizona.
Oh, I don't think.
Does Texas look like Arizona?
I mean, it's just like I live in the city, so most of the time I'm just like I was always out in the city parts.
Oh, okay, so every city kind of looks the same, right?
Yeah, to me, I guess not all, right? Like I haven't been to Arizona, so I couldn't even tell. I wouldn't even know. But have you been to?
No, I've never been to Texas.
No.
No.
Well, I've been there my whole life, so like I could. It's cool if you ever want to, try.
Well, you're compelling me to come.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, sing in the car. What else can we do?
I know, right? I mean, I think nowadays you might as well enjoy the trip. So.
Well, I'd have to get you out of the city because you're used to it. Get you somewhere new, and maybe see some landscapes. Tip some cows. Run away from the farmers with their salt and their shotguns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we could crash a Joe Rogan podcast. What do you think about that?
Ooh.
Yeah. What's that?
Podcast?
I couldn't hear you. Cut out.
I said, talk to me. Podcast? You Joe Rogan, Pat Wilson?
Oh, you never heard of Joe Rogan?
I think I have, but I'm really a lot better with faces, so I wouldn't even be.
Okay, it's a little bit hard to explain. He's like the biggest podcaster in the world, and he's in Austin. So.
Oh, bet. Okay, so you've been to his podcast or?
No, I said we should crash it. We'll like sneak through a window
Oh,
together, like when he's in mid-session. There we go.
I'll come with you to crash the Joe Rogan podcast. That'll be good for my
Yeah.
channel.
We should invite you on, Alex.
Oh,
I know it's kind of selfish of him not to invite me on.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. All right, Candy. Same question as always. Would you go on a second date with Chris if you were single and you lived in the same city?
it was cool to vibe with. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got some. Do you have anything you want to say he did well or that he could improve on before I go?
I think it went off slow, but we vibed off really quickly. That went well after we talked about karaoke and singing. That kind of just went off really well after that. So,
Candy, the whole chat is actually confused how you don't know Joe Rogan. That's like what everyone's talking about.
I might look. I'm better with faces, so I don't know.
He's the bald guy who talks about like aliens and UFC and he's it's okay.
Probably why she
Wait, no, look, let me hold on. Wait, no, I'm not gonna leave yet. I'm gonna go check it out because y'all telling me, and I'm better with faces.
I'll send you a link after the podcast. But anyway, so overall, Chris, you did decent. You definitely did decent. You got her to sing. That's good. I would have encouraged that more. I've been like, that's good. Keep going. The more you can get a girl to be vulnerable, the more she will trust you. Kind of like slightly dark side of game, but that is true. The more vulnerable a girl is, the more trust there's going to be. You used the we frame. That's good. I would do even more of that. The only big piece of feedback I would have for you is it lacked a strong man to woman frame. There was a little bit of it, so I'm not saying it wasn't there at all. I'm just saying I think you can build on that even further. It can be a stronger man to woman frame, right? It wasn't like, okay, usually the way a date is supposed to be, it's like a man seducing a woman. The way what we've seen so far, mostly on this channel, the way most dates are, is like two friends like chit-chatting. Yours were somewhere in the middle. It wasn't like two friends chit-chatting, but it wasn't like a man seducing a woman. It was somewhere in between. I'm saying I think you can amp that up further. But yeah, that'll be my feedback.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
But overall, I think
Nicole. Any feedback from Nicole?
I think you did really well.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Oh, my man. Have a good one. All right. We got Johnny K. He's gonna knock it out of the park.
Jeez. What's up, Alex? Can you hear me?
What's up, buddy?
Yo, yeah, you're both fucking gorgeous, but I really do want to. Can I do Nicole?
Well, we don't know if you can do her, but you can try going on a date with her, and then maybe you can, talk your way into doing her. But yeah,
we got to see first.
I just went over everyone's head. Okay, I'm gonna take me and Candy off.
Dope. Full screen. What's up, Nicole? How are you doing?
Hi, great. How are you?
Pretty good. You enjoying yourself tonight?
Yeah.
I feel like it's been a tough night.
What?
I said I feel like it's been a tough night for you.
Yeah.
You haven't met Prince Charming, it looked like.
What?
You haven't met Prince Charming, it looked like.
Yeah, no. I'm waiting for him. Maybe are you him?
Shit. I don't know. I'm not Prince Charming. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I'm not that guy.
So what kind of guy are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm chilling. I've had a little tiny bit of a crush on you. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Since I saw, you come on the last speed date.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's tough. Yeah.
So if you're not Prince Charming, what kind of guy are you?
Oh shit. I am the kind that girls tend to like. I don't know. Do you see it? Ooh, I see you biting your lip. Damn. So you do like it.
I'm just kind of confused.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit. What is something that you like to do, but most people will think is boring as fuck? Like you just fucking love it. I'm really curious.
But most people what?
That most people would think is boring as fuck. Like for example, I like math.
Math?
Yeah, that shit gets me off.
That's cool. I like math. I like being by myself.
Really? Damn. Like being by yourself.
I like
Is that an invite, Nicole?
What?
Is that an invite, Nicole? Actually, wait, how far are you? I don't know if I'm down for the trip right now. Where you're in NYC? You're in New York?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can do this tonight.
Where are you?
I'm in Indiana.
Indiana. Oh wow.
Yeah, you ever been?
I don't think I have.
Ooh.
What
I
is
can show you a good time.
How did you end up there? What is Indiana like?
It's right now it's cold.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's a lot of fucking fun. I used to live right on the beach. So if you like the beach, I might take you there.
Okay.
Yeah, do you like the beach?
Of course, yeah. I love the beach.
Oh shit. There we go. There we go. You like to swim?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I see you, Nicole.
I prefer laying on the beach or by a pool, but
Yeah. I think if I had you on the beach laying right next to me on a towel, I was right on the other one, we would look fucking hot, I'm not gonna lie. Could you see it?
I don't know.
Ooh. Use your imagination, Nicole. I know you have it.
Okay.
Funny, funny. How tall are you?
5'6".
Okay.
How tall are you?
That's a good height. I'm 6 foot. Yeah, I hope that's not too tall. Some girls tell me that.
All right. Nicole, same question as always. Would you go on a second date with Johnny K?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I had a feeling you would say that. What did you not like?
He was a little aggressive in my opinion.
Really? Okay. I would say this.
Sorry, Nicole.
I'll be honest, Johnny. You didn't do as well as you usually do, if I'm just being fully honest. You usually do a lot better. So maybe like you guys just don't vibe well, or maybe like you had a rough day. I don't know what happened, but yeah, like no, usually you're like significantly better. And you know, like some of that is normal. Like sometimes you'll be better and other times you'll be worse. So that's pretty normal. But it was honestly kind of confusing at first. Like I wasn't really sure what you were talking about. Were you also having a hard time following along, Nicole?
Yeah.
What about you, Candy?
I thought he was drunk at first.
Were you kind of confused at first about what was going on?
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, like there's like certain things that I would have like played. Like you also went through conversation threads way too quickly. Like when she was like, you started off pretty strong. You're like, she's like, "Oh, are you gonna be Prince Charming?" I would have played along with that. I've been like, "Fuck yeah, I am." But I'm the 50 Shades of Grey version of Prince Charming, right? You can just build on that, right? That's like a really nice conversation thread that you can build on. I would not have changed threads. Now, one thing you did good was the biting observation. So this is something I've been teaching you to be very observant. It's just you observed it, but you kind of said it in like a weird way. I've been like, "Oh, look at you biting your lip. What's going on over there?" Right? Like something more like that. Rather, I forget exactly how you said it, but yeah, we'll go through this together when we do a coaching call and we'll watch it line by line. I'll give you my feedback. But yeah, that's kind of just the general. Yeah, did you have like a tough day today, or is there anything that's been going on in the background?
Yeah, I kind of had a tough day, but it's cool.
Okay, yeah. All right, cool. Well, we gotta get you ready for the coaching competition, bro.
Definitely, Nicole. That was fun.
Thanks, Alex. Thanks for coming on, buddy. All right, take care.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, we got this. I'm doing this contest with this other YouTuber where we both pick 3 guys. He's one of the guys on my team, and then we're going to coach them, and we're going to see who does better. I can't lose this.
You won't.
Right. Well, the unfortunate thing is like kind of out of my hands because like I'm confident in my own performance. It's just like getting other people to a place where you're happy with their performance. That's a little more challenging.
Yeah, no pressure, right? You got this.
No pressure. Not like thousands of people on YouTube are going to be watching you. No pressure, Alex.
Oh.
What up, Chris? You gotta unmute yourself. That's step 1.
There we go. All right, cool. What's up, guys?
Not much. We're just chilling. So, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking candy.
You're thinking candy? All right, you want to go take a trip to the candy shop? All right, we and Nicole will take ourselves off.
What's going on, Candy? My name's Chris. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Chris. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, how's your day going today? So far, so good?
So far, so good. You took that right out of my mouth, man. I was just.
Right. So I like to hear. So where are you from? I kind of missed some of the last conversations, but.
Oh, no problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I am from Houston. I was raised there. I was born in the Philippines, raised there in Houston pretty much most of my life. What about you?
Nice. I currently live in Florida. I'm like Sarasota, Tampa Bay area right over there. So I work on the beach. I do kayak and paddleboard tour guides. So I'm on the water every day, show people like manatees and dolphins. So if you ever looking for like a travel destination, like a good spot, I got you for sure.
Bro, that is super cool. So you work with like the dolphins and the
Oh yeah.
All the time?
Mm-hmm. Like every day. So when it gets a little bit too cold, my manatees leave, but that's all right.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
but
super
you're
fun.
also water as well too, right? So I'm sure that's super cold.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well no, I'm on like the Gulf side, so water's super warm over there. It's like the best beaches in the world. We got Siesta Key and everything, so really can't go wrong.
Man, you know what? That's
Yeah.
what
I gotta show you sometime. You gotta come down here. I got you.
man, you're really like I feel like I'm just gonna go tomorrow because I love dolphins.
Let's do it.
Fun. I did it once and it was actually kind of fun. Like it was a long time ago though. It was cool.
No, yeah, I love it. But yeah, I'm like a certified beach bum. You know, I'm a dying breed. There's only a few of me left.
Right.
You know, but say it again, it just cut out a little bit.
Have you always lived in Florida?
I lived in Southern California until I was like 11, and then moved to Florida. So I've just known beaches this whole time. I just saw snow for the first time this last winter that passed. So.
So how old are you?
27.
Bro, so you just seen it. How did you feel?
Oh, it was awesome. I got to do my first snow angel, first snowball. Like I waited 26 years for that. It was worth
Bro,
it.
that's what I'm saying, like your first time, like I know how
Yeah,
that
it's a good time.
I was like, and it was in Houston, and I was like, I don't even know. I think I was like 12. And we barely had any snow, but it was the first time I ever seen snow. We had so much, it was only on the top of the car. It was like a little thin ice, but I made my little tiny snowman anyway.
It's all you need.
Yeah, a ball of ice.
Oh, that's what's up.
Oh, but yeah.
So do you do any like traveling, anything like that? You ever been to any other cool places?
Recently, I have started traveling a little bit more. Recently, I went to Chicago and went to see my mom in Hawaii. Pretty much that's it so far.
Hawaii's got to be an awesome trip. I can't wait to go out there.
Yes.
It's on a destination. It's on the to-do list. But how far along did you go? Or like, when did you go? Excuse me.
It was around my birthday in December.
Nice. So, hey, that's coming up. Look at that. Happy early birthday, Candy.
Thank you. Isn't that crazy? I'm like, bro, I was just there like last year. Why the heck is it happening now? No, I mean, I love it, but it's like, dang.
You got anything fun planned at least, or?
No, I don't know.
All right, you gotta do something. It's your birthday.
I know.
Come plan a trip down here to Florida. I got you. I'll make sure it's a good birthday for you.
It's always a blessing. I don't know. I'm horrible. You know, you're always better at planning other people's birthdays, but your own. So I'm like really bad at that. So
yeah. I'm kind of the same way, you know. Like I always want someone to throw me a surprise party, but
you know, bro, you just said it. You spoke my mind.
Yeah, I feel that. Luckily, my birthday is really close to Halloween, so I just pretend like the Halloween party that people are throwing is like one for me. So I'll walk in and be like, "Oh man, you guys all dressed up for me. This is great." You know.
Well, when's your birthday?
On the 28th, so it's like less than 2 weeks now.
Well, happy birthday! Your birthday's
I know. You know, but I'm trying to know more about you, and yours is around the corner too. So.
Well, that's well, yours is just it's just right there, bro. So I hope you enjoy it. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. Any cool hobbies? Anything like you like to do when you're not working? Stuff like that.
When I'm not working, man, I'm into anime. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice. You got a specific kind that you like the best watching or reading?
And I do read manga. It kind of depends. Sometimes I get into manga because, to be honest, I like to get out of my world because I'm always in my head, always into work. So when I
all right. Yeah. Okay, Candy, would you go on a second date with Chris Fritz?
Yes, I would.
Okay, I had a feeling you were going to say that. Here's my feedback. Overall, I think you did good. Potentially, you might be the best one so far. What do you girls think? Do you think he did the best out of everyone so far?
I think he did great.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Do you think he's the best out of everyone that's been on today, or do you think anyone was better?
I think so. I think we've been vibing like so.
For sure.
Okay. Well, you've been in the top 3. So you're loose. You're not. Most of the guys are very stiff. You're loose. That's good. You got some range in your voice, right? So your voice isn't very monotone. It has its ups and downs, which is good. Yeah. So I think all that is good. Good vibe. No awkward moments. The only thing I would say, like, if I am to look for something to improve on, I think you could add a bit more sexual tension. And there's like little things you can do. Like, for example, when you were discussing, the birthday, she's like, yours is right around the corner. I've been like, yeah, I know. Did you give me a present? Right. Just like a little tension there. Right. The girl's like, oh, like, what would you say? Okay, Candy. I'm like, did you give me a present? How would you respond to that?
If you said, "Did you get a present?"
Yeah.
I want to know. You put me in the spotlight here.
Well, just yeah. I don't want to put you on the spot. Just brainstorm. How would you respond?
I would laugh.
You would laugh. You'd be like, he.
I'd be like, he, and then, well, I don't know.
I would follow up with that, like, all right, Candy, I'll make your deal. You don't have to give me a present. You just have to jump out of the cake. Right? Like, you can throw like little flirty lines like that. That's not too sexual, but it's still fun. So that's like a way you can add like some sexual tension to the combo.
Yeah.
I just wanted to sound as smooth as normal compared to everybody else. So, there's levels to this shit.
There definitely is. But yeah, I think you did quite well. Again, the only thing that I think you can work on like adding more sexual tension to the combo. But other than that, you did fine.
Sweet. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you, ladies. Nice meeting you, Candy.
Take care. Let's do like 2 more people or something, and we'll wrap up by 11. Let's grab this guy, Austin.
What's up?
What's going on?
Not too bad.
I know who you're going to choose because I already told you that you have to pick Nicole. So
yeah, between Nicole and Nicole, I'll go with Nicole.
Yeah. All right, cool. So me and Candy will take ourselves off for 45 minutes. Let's see what you got.
Oh shit! She left. Oh, you just had to grab your dog there.
Yeah, no, she's crying. She needs a lot of attention.
Oh shit! That's an excellent start. I have 5 at home.
You have 5?
5 dogs.
Wait, what do you mean at home? You're not home?
My parents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm at college, so I don't have any here.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's the main draw to go back home.
What are you going to college for?
What am I in college for? Comp sci, but I just need a degree.
Homicide?
Yeah, computer science.
That's not what I heard.
What did you hear?
Homicide. I thought you said
homicide? Yeah, I'm low-key like a serial killer, and no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I just need a degree for the thing I'm trying to do in the military after I graduate.
Okay, cool.
So
you're in the military?
No, not yet, but planning on it.
Gotcha.
Just a shitload of running to prepare for it.
Like the Army or the Navy or?
The Navy.
The Navy. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm going to Buds actually, if you know what that is.
Buds.
Buds.
No, what?
It's SEALs.
Oh, Navy SEAL. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to start out with this. What is your least favorite green flag in a guy? So something that all your friends would be like, "Oh my god, that's so nice," but you're like, "Nah, not into that."
Wow, that's tricky.
Got a lot of them.
That's a good question.
Glad I can be of interest.
Least green flag. That's hard to say. That's a hard question.
Don't think too hard.
I can't
Not
think.
a trick question. Don't worry.
On the spot. If you give me a few.
All right, I'll tell you mine. I don't like when. So a lot of guys, they're super into like their girl like immediately texting them back and wanting to spend a lot of time with them and stuff. I'm not into that because that's, to me, that's needy, and it says that they don't have like their own hobbies and their own shit going on outside of their relationship. So yeah, so especially early on in the relationship, if she's like, "Hey, I only want to see you like twice a week," I'm like, "Great, that's perfect. That's what I want."
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. I'm surprised that you said guys like that.
Well, no, I said guys don't normally like that because a lot of guys don't have that shit going on outside of the relationship, you know, hobbies and whatnot.
They don't have like a lot of like girls being like needy to them. You're saying?
Well, most guys don't have any girls, period. So, Mr. Slave's the exception with you and all the other girls he runs around with. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Your dog will have to be my dog sometime.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Where are you located?
I'm sorry?
I said, where are you located?
In New York.
New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You'll have to teach
that's
me
a
how
good
to.
drive for me.
It's too far for you?
For now.
Where are you again? I'm sorry.
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Wow. Yeah, that is very, very far.
Next time, because New York City is my favorite place that I've ever been. So I'll come back one day, but I'll be sure to bring all my dogs.
Oh, amazing.
So I'll just have to buy out a whole row on the airplane for them to all fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't have a romantic balcony, unfortunately, but we can split a bottle of wine in Central Park or something.
Okay. Sounds great.
Sounds good? Perfect.
Yeah. Or you could leave your dogs at home and just teach me how to train her.
Teach you how to train her. We can go to the kennel and get 4 more dogs for you so we can have the same amount.
I mean, that sounds like a lot of energy.
Too much energy?
Yeah.
You consider yourself to be more of a low-key energy kind of person?
For sure.
That's good to know.
How about you?
Yeah, I think I am too. Just a very, not introverted, but not loud and like rambunctious, more like chilled, like low-key, laid back.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, when we go on our date, we'll go to like a coffee shop or something. We won't go out to the club.
We're gonna go to a coffee shop.
It's gonna be too high energy for both of us.
Central Park was a good idea with wine.
Yeah, do you go out there a good amount?
I love Central Park. It's 4 blocks from me.
Okay, you kind of look like a runner. Do you run?
I don't.
Okay.
I actually hate cardio.
I was gonna say when I was in New York City, just when I go on vacation, I always really liked running there, especially early in the morning. You see all the weird homeless people that haven't cleared out yet. I'm super into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Nicole, as always, would you go on a second date with Austin Rose?
Yeah, he seems really chill.
Well,
you would? Okay. A romantic date?
I mean, I would give him a chance. I mean, I think that he's way too young for me. I think.
Yeah, come on, Nicole. We've already established you like those young guys.
Oh, you look young. What are you, 24?
Not.
She's like, nah. Wait, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
28.
That's not that old.
Yeah, you're younger than me.
That's well within my age range.
Enough about the age. So, Nicole, what feedback would you give Austin? What do you think he did well, and what do you think he could do better?
I think he was nice. It was good to talk to. He was taking the lead in the conversation, which I appreciated.
Yeah, Austin, I feel like I don't think you did worse than you did last time. I think you did probably just about, which
okay.
I could be honest, I'm not super happy about that, but we'll get you there. So there's like several missed opportunities. So for example, you're talking about the Navy SEALs thing, which by the way, I didn't know. That seems pretty badass. But so she's like, "Oh, you're going to be a Navy SEAL." I'll be like, "Hell yeah, I'm going to come by wearing a sexy Navy SEALs uniform just for you." Like you can just riff off that. You can be like, "Oh, maybe you can do some SEALs training with me. We can run 50 miles and then rub each other's feet." You know, like you can just like riff off that. Like that's a massive missed opportunity that you could just like talk about and go deeper on that.
Yeah.
I do think it got a bit awkward at time, which is why me personally, I don't like to have like 10 different topics. I like to have 2 or 3 topics that I kind of explore, right?
Hmm.
And if I sense a topic's dead end, only then do I move on. Don't say things like it's too far for me. Like you don't want to say anything that's negative. I would rephrase that, be like, yeah, it's a bit far for me, but I'm sure we can make it work. I'm sure our love will find a way. So you always want to put a positive spin on things. You don't want to be like, oh, it's too far. Oh, we're not going to get along, right? Like,
okay, that's interesting to me because I was actually thinking about that. Like I was gonna say like, oh, it's not a problem, but I feel like when the other guys are like, oh yeah, I'll fly out, don't worry. Like I feel like that comes across as a little.
Well, there's a nice middle ground. Right?
Okay.
There's on one extreme, it's like, oh, we're too far, it's not going to work. Another extreme, oh my God, I'll fly you out. The middle ground is like, oh, it's a bit far, but I think we can make it work.
Okay.
That's not simpy. That's just a positive.
Yeah. I got you.
In a situation, I try to put a positive spin on anything. Like when I'm talking to a girl, like she's like, "Oh, I live an hour and a half away." I'm like, "It's only like an hour without traffic, right?" Like you want to put a positive spin on things. So yeah, that's kind of my feedback. Do you have any feedback, Candace?
It did fluctuating, but I think he carried it well at the end. It did well, and yeah, like he was sweet, so I liked it. I was thumbs up, dude.
Yeah. Well, he's got a big coaching competition, so he's got to stay sharp. All right, Austin, we're gonna he's one of my peeps. All right, Austin, we're gonna review this step by step when we do that call. I'll post in the group chat when we're gonna do it. But yeah, thanks for coming on. Appreciate you.
Sure.
All right, buddy.
Cool.
Let's do 2 more people, and then we'll wrap up. I want to wrap up by 11. So let's get. Okay, this guy's been waiting for a while. Hello. What's up? Can we see the face a little bit? You got the hat covering everything. We can't really hear you, dude. We can barely hear you. We really can't hear you. What is he doing? Hello? Okay, dude. We're gonna get the next person on while you work your things out. I'll cycle back to you and get you on next. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, Marcos. Okay, do you have your camera ready? These guys in the chat are like, "Hey,
yeah, man, I got it ready."
All right, let's get going. All right, cool.
I have some better shading.
Yeah, it is better. It's a step in the right direction. Cool. All right, so who are you gonna go?
I would like to go on a date with Miss Dominatrix.
Okay. Me and Candy will take ourselves off then for a few minutes.
Hello, beautiful. How are you?
Great, thanks. How are you?
I'm chilling. How was your day? Like, what'd you do?
I went to work and then I came home.
Work,
Showered.
like spanking people and shit, like your freaky stuff.
I actually have a full-time job.
Oh, okay, that's what I was wondering. I thought you were like, yeah, I was just spanking some people and shit.
No, I didn't have a job today. I didn't have
a job. Today. It's like a freelance gig.
Yeah.
Well, you're about your business. I fuck with it. But what do you do for like your regular work?
Interior design.
What's that?
What is interior design?
Yeah, like what is interior design?
We decorate the interiors of homes and.
All right, Marcos, for God's sake, turn your notifications off. It's so fucking loud. Just please turn it off.
I don't think that's me, man.
It might be me.
Oh, he's talking to you?
Oh, yeah.
That's your host.
Okay. Got it. My bad.
True. You got any siblings or what?
Yeah, I do. I have an older sister. Where are you right now?
Where am I?
Yeah.
I'm in my car.
That's what I thought. You
nice observation. Around. Good observation. But like, where are you at? I mean, like, what state?
New York.
Oh, New York. So like, you be in the mob or what?
Am I in the mob?
Yeah.
No, I'm not in the mob.
I bet you roll with mob members though.
Wait, what?
I bet you look like a mob boss. You're like the boss's wife. Yeah. I think you could pull it off. I think you look cute enough. They be sending you out on hits and shit.
What?
I said they'll be sending you out on like hits and shit. You know what I mean? It'd be like, what's your name?
Nicole.
It'd be like, send Nicole. Yeah, but like, do you go out a lot or what?
Sometimes, yeah.
Like, when's the last time you went to a bar or whatever?
Last week I went for my friend's birthday.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. We had to go hard. I'm like, I woke up pretty hungover today. Not you, I bet. I bet you're like a slow drinker, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just usually just drink straight tequila. So,
Nice. I'm Mexican, so I enjoy that shit a lot.
like your cervezas.
Yeah, tequila, shit like that. I like my beer salts too. You know who you give me mad vibes about? Like, you remind me of JWoww from Jersey Shore.
JWoww. Oh.
You don't know her?
I do. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
What similarities do you think that we have?
Yeah. What do you mean? What can you like? It's because you're like I don't know. I think you're like pretty sweet on the inside, possibly. But you're like, God, you're so like hard to talk to and like unavailable type shit. You know what I mean?
Okay. I don't really know much about her. I remember the Jersey Shore show, and
did you watch it a lot?
I go to the Jersey Shore all the time, actually, because it's really close to here. That was like the beach we went to growing up.
All right. Nicole, same question as always. Would you go on a second date with Marcos?
No, I don't know what's going on.
Marcos.
I don't know why he kept swinging around his phone. It was hard to
real talk. Are you high? Just be honest.
A little, not that much.
Come on, bro. We talked about this on last stream. You can't be so high for the speed dates. You smoke after the speed date. You have a good performance. You celebrate with a smoke. You don't smoke during. Yeah, I mean, to me, it was like super obvious that you're high. Like you were just kind of all over the place. And like, I'm not saying it from a place of judgment. I like to smoke weed too, but I don't do it when I'm about to do like a speed date.
Like, okay, so like, if you want to say like I'm all over the place, like being unorganized, what would be like rather like organized about it? You know what I mean? Like, what's the inverse?
Yeah, you were just hitting so many different threads. Like you were all over the place. You were here, you were there. Like it just seemed like, yeah, like you like basically like a stoner conversation. That's literally the best way I can explain it. Like you were just kind of changing topics all the time. You were making weird faces a lot. I don't know if you noticed that. Did you guys notice the weird faces?
For real?
Yeah, you were doing like the duck face. Like,
I didn't notice, but like how?
Yeah. It's because you're high, dog. You just, I don't know. Just watch this back, and you'll see. Just watch this podcast back, and you'll see.
I feel that.
I wouldn't say things like, "Oh, what is interior design?" because that just makes you seem ignorant. Like, if you don't know what that is, I would just like not ask. But like, yeah, if you're like, "What is interior design?" the girl's gonna be like, "OMG." So yeah. But yeah, man, I think like, yeah, again, it's just, I think you should try to do one of these things sober. And then, once you get good at doing it sober, then you can start, smoking some weed and giving it a shot. But first, start sober.
All right, man. I'll take the advice. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Believe it or not, last time I think it was even more high.
I knew he was happy.
Yeah, it was definitely. He didn't realize he was doing like the duck faces, I guess.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. All right, let's do like one more person. This guy's been okay. This is the guy.
Yo, Alex, what's good, my boy?
Are you high as fuck too?
Nah, I'm chilling. This is how I usually am.
Okay, because you got like half your face covered up.
Oh yeah, I couldn't cover that. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to like maybe get up? You're like laying in bed right now with half your face covered. Just come on, man. Get up.
I could get up, but like I'm usually I could do this.
All right, well, take the hoodie off so they can see what you look like.
Jesus, man. Not me.
Are you like shy about your hair?
Yeah.
Here too. It's okay, dude. No one's gonna judge
Nah,
you.
mine is like 10 times worse, man. It goes like all the way back, like over here, man. It's really bad. Yeah.
All right. Who do you want to go on a date with?
I'll go with Candy.
Okay. All right, me and Nicole take ourselves off.
All right.
What's up?
What's good, Candy? What's good?
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So I heard earlier that you watch anime and stuff like that. That really got me interested in stuff like that. So what kind of anime you like watching?
So you tell me that. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
right now I was watching some Shadow House. I don't know if you've seen that one. That one's
I mean, I think I've seen a few trailers. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
good. It's somewhat. I mean, like some sort of like horror thriller, but it's not really horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's I don't know. You might know Jujutsu Kaisen.
I don't think I've heard that. You watch what's it called? One Piece and One Punch Man. Is
Well,
it?
Piece. That's like, of course, I've watched One Piece. I've watched that since I was a kid. I've
Yeah.
watched Naruto. So like,
Uh,
One Piece, I never did. I don't know. There's
yeah, they. I mean, at the end of the day, they're all the same, but like they all have their differences and stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, for me, like for example, for me, I'm not really into the pigeon dancing and like the jester dancing and stuff like that, because I'm more like of a androcentric type of guy. But I'm trying this for the first time, so you're taking my virginity right now. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, ooh, I take it.
yeah. Taking my virginity.
Oh wait.
Oh wait, hang on. We gotta do something about the background voice. Stop moving the phone because there's a lot of scratching.
Yeah, I think it's my headphones. Yeah, I'm not gonna move a lot. Yeah. But yeah, but yeah. Let me know more about yourself, or do you want to know more about me since I already know a lot about you and stuff like that.
Oh, you do. Well,
Yeah, I mean you've been talking like during the whole stuff, so I know a lot more about you.
well, tell
You could ask me something if you want to know about me if you want.
me. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
All right. Like for me, like usually like I'll say like my jobs or like goals and stuff like that is I rap here and there. I'm also I might go to college in a few months or so, but yeah, I'm pretty much a rapper, up and coming, you could say.
Oh, nice. You've been
Yeah, yeah,
you've been doing it for a while.
yeah. I've been doing it for like 4 years, 5 years. I
Oh,
could say I'm pretty. Yeah,
good, man. Committed.
yeah. If you keep going at it, you could. What do you
Yep.
do for a living?
I model.
Oh my God, that's not easy.
Oh no.
You gotta be the top caliber too.
No,
Really easy.
no, I would not say that.
I mean, a part of it is like genetics. You can't really lie, but you also gotta know what to do when you're modeling and stuff.
I
It's 50
more
50 genetics. Yeah,
of course, no. It's definitely about network. It is. I really bad as long as you have the
yeah,
network and they see how
yeah.
you are. I think it definitely helps in your favor.
Oh
Because
yeah,
a lot of women nowadays very diverse. Every woman, even like inside, there is no excuse for her to go out there and work hard for herself and say, "Hey, I am beautiful too, and I could do this." And as long
oh
as
yeah. Hmm.
The audio is like really cutting out, so I cut it a little bit
Uh,
short.
uh,
The cow is coming
yeah.
in.
I
I
think
think,
it's my headphones. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna mute you temporarily because the feedback is just atrocious.
All right.
Okay, Candy. Same question as always. Would you go on a second date with Fortune, the Great Khan? And be honest.
I'm gonna have to say no for.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's fine. What are your reasons? What do you think he could have done better? What did you not like?
Um, I just don't feel like we were vibing as much compared to other people. I just didn't feel the vibe.
Yeah, I will add on that. So, okay, I'm not trying to be a dick or anything. I'm just going in like rapid fire the feedback I have. You got to own the hair loss thing. When you're covering up with a hoodie, it's just worse. It's just worse. Like as a grown man, like you should not
Yeah.
be wearing a hoodie indoors. Like that's just like again, like that's just not gonna look good. It's not gonna look like you're confident. Honestly, the biggest issue I think is presentation. Like I mean this with no offense, but it just looks sloppy. Like you're laying in bed, you're covering like half your face. It just looks sloppy.
Yeah,
Like just
yeah, I
do
know
it
what.
a bit,
Mhm.
like actually like opening your laptop, like sitting up. That can go a long way. And also the girl, like we can't see your eyes. Eyes is how you really build comfort and communicate with people through eye contact. She can't see your eyes. That's like you going to you doing a fight with one hand tied behind your back, right? Like the girl
Yeah,
will always be able to see your eyes. So that's like one of the most important things.
yeah.
Also, don't say things like androcentric. Girls don't care about black pill or pickup or red pill terms. Like
All
that
right.
is just like kind of cringy when you say that. But yeah, I really think like the biggest issue is presentation. Like
All right.
you were just going into this like one hand tied behind your back, kind of like it just looks sloppy. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, no. Yeah. All right.
that would be my biggest feedback.
All right. Yeah, thanks for having me on. Yeah.
All right, dude, take care.
All right. Yeah.
The funny thing is, he was really determined to get on. He was like messaging a lot. He's like, "Come on, dude, get me on, get me on." I was like, "All right, let's see." He's just like,
Man, bro. I know he was.
"Are you guys up for doing one more?" I feel like we can't end on this. I want to end on a good one.
Why not, bro? Let's do it.
All right, let's get who do I think is going to be good? Who do I think is going to be good? Who's not going to let me down? All right, let's try Joseph. Joseph, are you going to?
Could you hear me? Can you hear me?
I think we got really bad audio. I can barely hear you, dude. The audio is terrible.
Just a minute.
We can barely hear you, man.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah, just fix the audio. Okay. Oh, I think we're gonna get Greg on. All right, Greg has his moments. All right, Greg, I just dropped the link. Come on. You got to save the day. But yeah, guys, like just fix the audio video quality stuff. It's not that hard. I don't know. It blows my mind how many people struggle with that.
Yeah, it's crazy. This technology stuff is true.
Yeah. But again, I'm not the best when it comes to technology, so I can't shit on them too much. All right, Greg, are you ready? If not, we're gonna pick someone else. But I want to see you, Greg. We'll let Eric Brazil on. Who's Eric Brazil? I don't know who that is. Yeah, everyone's saying I want to see Greg. All right, so we're gonna give Greg a minute. What do you guys think about your speed date so far? What do you think about this whole experience? I mean, you guys have both done this, but
It was.
Candy, your audio is just like really cutting in and out.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was interesting.
Okay. What do you think the guys were better this time around or the first time you were on?
I think I was a little better this time around because I didn't know what I was doing much at first. I feel a little bit more comfortable doing this the second time, so it's not really them. I'm not really sure. I feel like it was just everyone is so different. I just don't expect. I just don't know what to expect, but it was definitely interesting. So it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad interesting. It was like, this is interesting. All right, well, okay. Going with the vibes.
Do I have a response to the boxing challenge? I don't know. I didn't see it, but I'm definitely down to debate that motherfucker, but he's not going to do it. Would I box someone who is 70 pounds heavier than me and is 6 inches taller than me? Probably not. That would be pretty dumb, but I'll certainly debate him. Okay. Yeah, there's a whole backstory behind that. Nicole, what did you think? Did you think the guys were better this time or last time?
Well, there was that high guy, and then a lot of people seem to be fixated on the Dom thing, which is annoying. But the one guy in college was fun to talk to. He seemed like he was okay.
I mean, granted, first time Nicole, you and I went on speed dates, and none of the guys are going to be as good as that. We did have quite the moment there. We got to see your sex toys. We're really bonded over that. Now I feel like after that we're even Mr. Slave wrote in the comments, "It was so good to see you turning my queen on." All right, where's Greg? Are you coming on? if Greg is not coming on, we'll just get someone else on. Greg, I need an answer from you in the next 30 seconds. If not, I guess our backup will be someone named Easy L. Yeah, all right. I don't see Greg, so let's bring up Easy L. What up, buddy?
Oh, hey, what's up? How we doing?
Pretty good. You're not going to let me down, are you?
Oh, I hope not. I hope not.
I mean,
How we all doing?
if you fuck up, we will ban you not only from my channel but from all of YouTube. So,
I like the
fact, yeah. All right. So, what are you thinking? One girl, two girls? Which one? Where you at?
I'll just end the night with two girls. Yeah. I was
Two
actually
girls.
yeah,
My man. All right, cool. I'm gonna take my.
Oh yeah. So hey, Nicole, and I'm sorry. Could you remind me your name?
Candy.
Oh, Candy. Hey, Candy. Oh, nice. That's a beautiful name, actually. How are we doing tonight? Come tell me. How you guys doing? You guys have dated on speed dates, like almost different types of people. I mean, come on, tell me, what kind of things have they done that you've liked, and what kind of separates this from I'll say your real life experience. I'll say, yeah. Tell me something that separates from like your real life experience.
Our life experience.
Oh yeah, the real life experience. I mean, how has your dates been different? How's your dates been? That's the question.
Like how different is live dates from our real dates?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. How different is it for you, in your opinion?
I'd say, man, it's definitely different. I never did live speed dating before.
Okay, so this is your first time. Okay, well, this is my second.
No, well,
okay,
now with y'all practice, this like practice.
Okay. Well, Nicole, how about you? You actually have a very nice smile. I actually appreciate that. How about you?
This is my second time on the speed dating. Also.
Okay then. Yeah. Well, something I really realized. Do you look good in red? Have you worn red, Nicole?
It's hard to hear you.
Oh, sorry. Okay, do you look good in red? Have you? Oh yeah. I think I'll just bring the thing closer to me. Have you? Do you wear red? Like, do you look?
Do I wear red?
Yeah, red. Yeah.
I've worn red.
Yeah. No, because I'm just saying, because you have this Maleficent. This is like this Dominatrix personality. I was just like seeing red, something a little cute, something a little submissive. Because I think that would definitely, get us like more interested, get more guys, less
Where are
scared.
you located?
Huh?
Where are you located?
Where am I located? I'm actually currently in California right now, actually.
California. So do you want to send me a red dress?
Well, that'll be interesting. I guess it depends on how communication goes and how everything goes. It depends on the vibe. If we vibe really well, we might definitely.
Send me a red dress, I'll wear it.
You do not have a red dress?
Excuse me?
So you do not have a red dress?
Do I not have a red dress? I'm saying that I'm going to wear what I want, but if you want to see me in something particular, then you can get it.
Oh no, I'm a particular with the red dress. I'm not. Hey! I've seen my candy girl there say, "Hey, what am I fishing for?" But like for real, I'm a particular with the red dress. I just think Wait, is black your favorite color? I'm just curious. Is black your favorite color?
I own a lot of black because it goes with everything, and I can wear it multiple times and no one will notice.
Oh, Candy, you agree with that? You same too? Are you the same as well?
Mm-hmm.
Black only.
Looks good.
It looks good. All right. Well, Nicole, so something that I'm definitely curious about, I think so, is that in your own experience, what kind of guys are you usually into? Yeah, what kind of guys? Tell me.
What kind of guys am I usually into?
Yeah.
Tall, dark, and handsome. Chivalrous, that hold the doors open for me and take care of me.
Oh, okay. Oh, sure. Oh, I hold doors though. I hold doors. I have two hands. I can hold doors. I hold doors.
You do? Great.
Yeah, I do hold doors. Yeah. I also do more than that. I go like 50 Shades, pretty strong type way sometimes. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Sometimes yeah. I do more than that. Well, what do you think, Candy? How about you? You different, or you just similar like that?
Like what?
Like, what kind of guys are you to? Are you like the same as Nicole?
For me, it's just all about like who you are, your vibing, personality. I really feel this is the vibe, and we vibe. Can we
We
click?
okay. Okay then. Well, do we have to like sing? Because I mean, I heard you saying you definitely have a beautiful voice, but do we have to like sing? It's like just like do we have to like have that karaoke thing before you be like, yeah, he's the one.
I think that might be.
All
If you,
right.
I would-
All right. So same question I always ask. Candy, would you go on a second date with Easy O?
man, it was so quick, but I think so. He was cool, dude.
What about you, Nicole?
It was hard to talk to him. He was going in and out.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Here's my
Oh,
well. First of all, I'll give you props for picking two girls. That takes courage. I think you were a bit too repetitive at times. Like you just kind of repeat yourself a lot. Typically, that's a sign of nervousness. So I've talked about this. There's two ways people anxiety will manifest for people. The first way is that they shut down, right? And we've seen that where they don't know what to say and they're like, But there's another way, which is a little bit less common, which was what I think how it manifests for you, is to actually just keep talking, talking, and talking. That's the way it manifests for me, actually. So when I get nervous, I just I talk nonstop, right? So yeah, so that's just something to observe. Yeah, you were kind of rambling a little bit. I'll be honest, I had to go take a piss, so I wasn't paying attention for half of that. But yeah, man, thank you for coming on.
sure thing. Appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Take care. All right, girls, do you mind if we do one last one? We got a YouTuber who dropped by, and I think it would be really fun to get him on.
You're killing us, man. Come on.
One last one, 3 minutes, I promise.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Would normally I do, but this guy is a YouTuber I've collabed with. All right, Justin, do you know the rules?
I don't. Honestly, I've never done this before. I was in the middle of carving pumpkins. I just jumped in here.
Oh my god.
Justin is a very wholesome family man. He's
Yeah.
carving pumpkins.
Yeah, we're doing a little.
It's really easy, Justin. So let me explain real quickly. So you can go on a date with either one of the girls or both of the girls, and you get 5 minutes. Just pretend like I don't know, you're on like a real date at a coffee shop or something like that, and then afterwards we evaluate how you did. That's basically it.
Sure, sounds good.
What do you think?
Let's I'll hang out with both of you girls.
All right, cool, awesome, respect. I'm gonna take myself.
All right, so girls, do you guys know each other, or have you guys met before?
We just met.
Oh, crazy. Where are you guys from? Where are you
I'm
from? New York. All right, not too far away. And Candy, where are you from?
Louisiana.
All right, I've never been to Louisiana, but fuck, New York. You're right next to me. I'm in Toronto. Fuck yeah, I like New York. So this is so interesting. I've never even like considering like a speeding event, but
What made
how old are you girls?
Like,
well, Alex just texted me, and I didn't see his text. So I was literally in the middle of doing carving pumpkins. This like wholesome fucking little thing in the penthouse with my roommate, a bunch of her close friends, carving pumpkins, taking videos and shit. And then I just saw Alex. I was just gotta go to bed, and I saw Alex text me. He's like, "Hey, why don't you jump on?" And then I saw a little bit of your last date, and I was like, "This is interesting." It seems very. This is wholesome. I like this. I feel like this is a really good way for guys who are like a little bit nervous to get used to like talking to girls before they go on like a real normal date. You know what I mean? This is cool. It's kind of like a quarantine date. You know what I mean? Like stuck at home and shit. Candy, what's your ethnicity? You look Latina.
Who?
You Candy. Is that your name? I never even got your name.
Oh yes. Candace.
Candace. I love it. What's your ethnicity?
I am Filipino and German.
Okay, sick. And New York girl. I never got your name.
Nicole.
Nicole. All right. Cool. And what just out of curiosity, what's your ethnicity?
Italian, German, Hungarian.
Cool. That's interesting. What do you guys do?
I am a professional dominatrix and an interior designer.
You're a professional dominant. I honestly don't think we get along. I do not think we would get along because shit. Do you find most guys are into being dominated?
They might.
Like most guys.
No.
Okay, got it. So I feel like your type of guy is like a very specific type of guy. Maybe like, I don't know, one in like a dozen men might be into that kind of thing. But that's cool, and I totally support it. That's amazing.
No, that's what I do for a job. That's not what I do in my personal life.
Okay, got it. Oh,
Yeah.
so that's literally just your job.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How did you get into that?
I fell in my lap.
it just happened.
Basically,
Makes sense.
yeah.
It's kind of like with YouTube and shit. Like, it's like, oops, start doing it. And Candace, like, what do you do?
I'm an influencer. I do
Oh yeah,
modeling. Yes.
fashion modeling. So you model. What kind of, like, just like on Instagram or like professionally?
Yes, I do a lot of my own. I started with a company. Now I'm freelancing on my own, and I was trying to work with like Filipinos companies that I've had
Awesome.
and also just kind of, working on my own stuff.
Have you been to the Philippines?
Once.
It's awesome. I was there 3 years ago, just before COVID. It is so crazy. I feel like if you went there and you filmed TikToks, you'd probably just like blow up. Like, it's such a vibe.
I love it. I mean, I still remember it like it was yesterday, and I was 10.
Yeah. The party scene there is so fucking amazing. In Manila, it's insane. And then like it's a lot of fun. Everyone's super friendly too. And if you're like American Filipino, they just like push you, like they love you. You know, it's so weird. I love the vibe there.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna visit again soon.
Yeah. If you guys are ever in Toronto, fucking hit me up. So I'm a club promoter here in Toronto. Do a lot of parties and that kind of thing, nightlife, that kind of scene. And so it's actually interesting because I meet tons of like fashion models, like TikTokers and stuff like that. But no, it's probably my first time meeting a professional dominatrix. So I'm just so intrigued. I'm just like, whoa, that is crazy. That's awesome. I love it. No, you girls seem really cool.
I know, right?
I love the vibes. I like your guys' vibe. Candace, I really like your vibe. You seem like a really interesting girl. I feel like if we actually met up in person, we would get along really well.
Man, I'd drink all three of y'all right now.
I'm hearing the accent. I can hear the Louisiana accent. I fucking love it.
Oh no, well, I mean, actually, I was raised in Houston for like 20 years.
Okay, is that what it is? The
Yeah.
Texas accent then.
Well,
It's
yeah.
awesome.
I wouldn't
Fucking
even
love
know it was an accent. I kind of
it.
just
You have an accent, like a full-on accent. It's so funny.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think when I'm relaxed, I kind of wonder like, but people that accent. But yeah, man, you seem really cool too. Like, so what do you do? Like you said you do the club promoting. Like, what else is your hobby?
I host parties. I make YouTube videos. Actually, funny enough, I run a business as a dating coach, right? So I'm a dating coach on YouTube, and so it's a little bit of travel vlogs here and there, a little bit of crazier content, and then a lot of parties and stuff too. It's always a good time.
All right, so this is the question I always ask the girls. So Candice, would you go on a second date with Justin?
Just seems cool.
Would it be a platonic date or a romantic date if you were single?
I'd give him a chance in the romantic side just to see, but I think right now it's just like I think he's just cool to vibe with right now.
Okay. What about you, Nicole?
Probably probably not.
Okay, that's fine too. What do you think he could have done better, or what do you think he could have improved on?
I think he was cool, but I liked how his vibe was. He seemed really like positive and vibe. I think the certain things like I think this man just need to sit down and get to know the lady, because sometimes it's not just about her position or anything. It's just really about who she is, and I kind of like to see what a man really, if he could sit down and get to know the lady.
What about you, Nicole? What did you feel was kind of lacking that you would like him to improve on?
I didn't feel like he was interested in me.
Okay. All right, Justin, you ready for my raw feedback?
Sure, 100%.
All right, cool. So let's start off with the good. You have confidence. You have charisma. That's like without a doubt. You led the conversation. All great things. There are some things that you can improve on. One is I would talk less. You did like 80% of the talking, and I know you well enough to know you're just a very chatty person. But I think that, and I am kind of too sometimes. But when I was getting into sales, for example, the biggest lesson I learned is like, Alex, you got to shut the fuck up and just let the client talk. And so I would talk a little bit less and let the girls invest more. It felt a little bit like to interview mode. Also, you have a habit of not letting the girls finish the answer before asking another question. So I would just like that could get annoying to some chicks. I thought also the threads were like a little bit all over the place, right? So typically what I like to do is I like to focus on a few topics and go like, go further on them. And I would also, one big piece of advice I would have for you specifically is just to slow down your speech a little bit. You talk very fast, which I think is fine in certain situations, but I think like when you're in a date, like you do want to slow it down. I can relate because I have a lot of the same habits as you. I also tend to over talk and talk fast, but yeah, slowing down the speech and also, not being so all over the place will be definitely very helpful.
For sure, bro. I actually totally agree. I agree with all you guys.
Sick. What do you think? What do you think about your first speed date?
It's cool. It reminds me. If you remember Omegle from back in the day, like it reminds me of like chat roulette, that kind of vibe. Very spontaneous and random.
Well, hopefully with a little bit less dicks being shown.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely come back again. Let's get you on.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, dude. Take care, buddy. Hope all's well.
See you, bro.
All right. We are officially wrapping up. All right. So cool. So thank you so much for coming on, girls. Let's plug your stuff. So Candy, what do you want the guys to know about? What do you want to plug?
Yeah, follow me anytime, guys, at The Best Candy on my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Pinterest. On my TikTok, it's The Best Candy too. Okay, love you guys.
Awesome. You, Nicole?
They can find me on that Instagram near NYC_femdom.
Nicole, have you gotten any like doming clients? Bye, Candy. Have you gotten any clients from this from being on the show? Or any
I had a few inquiries, and actually, what was that guy? The one who's in his basement, dude's crazy guy.
That's like 50% of my audience.
We called him Buffalo Bill.
I don't remember. No.
Oh, he actually, he asked if he could dom me. He was like, I want to set up a session with you, but I want to dom you, and I'm like, that's not an option.
Have you thought about just doing OnlyFans?
I have an OnlyFans. I just don't have anything on it because I don't have any followers.
Oh, well, you gotta put out some content. Get some good content of you. I don't know, like
you have a photographer. You want to be the photographer?
I'd rather be the guy that like fucks you on camera, but photographer is the only option. No, we live too far apart. I live in Miami and you live in New York. Unless you want to come all the way down to Miami, and then I can take some photos of you.
I do want to go to Miami because it's getting cold here.
Yeah. Should we make Mr. Slave a little jealous?
We should make Mr. Slave pay for my plane tickets and then take me to the airport and hold my luggage. Yeah.
Oh shit! And then send him some photos.
No, and then send him a notification when I want to come back to be available to pick me up and hold my luggage and bring me back and watch Ollie while I'm there.
I feel like all of that will just turn him on more. Like that will just be like he'd be like, yeah. You want to go to Miami, hang out with another guy? Yeah, you want me to take your luggage? Fuck yeah.
Maybe.
So, I don't know if that's like really that much of a punishment for Mr. Slave.
No, I'm not trying to punish him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, he enjoys punishment too, so that doesn't even make a difference. But yeah, if you come to Miami, we could do some shit, but not in an Airbnb. There will be no Airbnbs involved.
Yeah, I'll just live at a beach or a pool.
Yeah, I got a nice pool. All right, cool, awesome. Thanks, Nicole. Always appreciate you. I'm sure we'll connect again. I'll talk to you later.
Right.
Bye-bye. All right. Oh, Nicole's a little cutie. I hope she does come to Miami. All right, so yeah, I guess that's basically it. I don't know if there's any. Yeah, we can do Q&A for a few minutes. I do want to wrap up. Yeah, I guess like a lot of you guys were asking in the chat about like John's video. I haven't even seen it yet. Honestly, all of his videos are like exactly the same. It's just like Alex doesn't have the high leg count like me. Well, I finished fucking a full package stunner. But I'll check it out at some point. I'm debating if I want to do a response video because honestly, I thought I was done with this because I just feel like it's so dumb. Like I've already like called him out, proof that he's a liar. but I'd be willing to do one more response. So put a 1 in the chat if you want me to do a epic season finale response. Or put a 2 in the chat if you are tired of all this drama, you want to see me move on. I'll let you guys decide. This will be the decision of my audience. So 1, if you want to see like some kind of epic season finale, and 2, if you want me to just move on and focus on other shit. Please only vote once. Don't vote like 10 times. Okay. Actually, the feedback's a little bit all over the place. So I see 1 response, no, move on. No, move on. Oh, actually, yeah, this is like all over the place. You know, I think we need to do a poll. Because honestly, you guys are a little bit all over the place. Some of you guys want me to respond, and some of you guys don't. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Okay, this is all over the place. Let me do a poll. Hold up a second. Let me do this real quick. 1 second. I'm going to make a poll. Okay, 1 second. Okay, there we go. All right. I created a poll, so let's see what you guys say. I'll just go with majority rules. I just did a poll. I agree with this. He's literally farming clout off you. He's irrelevant. He's clinging to. Yep, I agree with that. That's literally all he has. He's going to make like another month worth of videos about this. It's getting boring now. We want more dating content. Okay, fair enough. I don't like all this cameras represent like they have game when we all know they do not and are not good teachers. I don't know if that's like directed at me or not. But again, John looks at things very black and white. There's him and everyone else is a scammer. It used to be me and him, the legit guys, and then everyone else is a scammer, right? And now it's just him. He's the only legit guy. Everyone's a scammer, right? Things are clearly not so black and white, right? There are some people who are pretty much straight up scammers, but most people aren't straight up scammers. They're somewhere in the middle. Like they have some value to offer, but they're not nearly as legit as it makes themselves out to be, right? Most people are somewhere in the middle. So it's not as black and white as scammer, legit, right? It's most people are somewhere in the middle in that mix, right? And so what I try to do is I bring on the people on my podcast who you guys want to see, who I feel like I can extract some value from, right? Like I would be more than happy to get like, for example, RSD Julian on, right? Because I think largely what he's doing down is nonsense. But I still think I could extract a lot of value during that podcast, right? So yeah, that's the mature, real way of looking at it. Instead of being like, oh, scammer, not scammer. Who do you think had the best date on all your streams so far? Honestly, I think myself, if I could pick myself. Really? That's what he says? That's funny. Yeah, Austin will be coming back as soon as he finishes his product. John says you won't release everything about him because you have too much to hide. Really? That's what he thinks? Can we get a public statement where John promises not to sue me for invasion of privacy? I'll be more than happy to release everything. I got absolutely nothing to hide. Open offer. Any YouTuber or content creator, any unusual third party wants to just take a look at all our conversations, feel free. You have my consent. I don't give a fuck. That's why he went through 6 years worth of our conversations. The only thing he could find was a screenshot where I was being hyperbolic and saying, yeah, man, I'm getting flaked on 99% of the time. Check out the speed date I did with Nicole. That would be a good demonstrator. Bro, he promotes Coach Whitepill, tells you everything you need to know about how much attention. Yeah, that is true. I don't actually really have one. I should get one, but I don't really have one. I directed you, John, introduced me to champ people like Kevin, lots of other people comment here. Well, I don't think Kevin's game is garbage. I think it's intermediate, but I think it's better than most of the people. If you watch the speed days he's been on, most of the girls were down to go on a second date with him, so he did better than vast majority of people. But I wouldn't say it's great game. I would say it's somewhere in intermediate game. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. That is a joke. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm debating it. What else do we have? No, I will not admit that at all. I thought it was really, really good data. If you look at the comments, literally every single person is like, "Yeah, you're right. I just had my Tinder 2 there, and I got a whole bunch of matches." I'll be more than happy to go through that systematically. But dude, is this where we're at? Like Colombia's easy mode, like fucking Peru's easy mode. Brazil is somehow different. Like Brazil is not easy mode. Like this is like insanity. Like anyone who's ever been to Brazil is like, dude, I have more pussy than I know what to do with. Like, come on. Okay, what other questions do we have? How come you bring on married women to do speed tests? Do you think that it's accurate as a single one? Yeah, I think it's basically there's not a massive difference. Why do I bring her on? Because she was on in the past. People seem to like her. Also, you guys have no idea how hard it is to get like girls on for the speed dating thing. A lot of them are really worried about showing their face in a public setting. They're worried about their jobs. So yeah, it's not easy to find someone. She's cute. I think she gives good feedback. Well, not so much good feedback, but I think she's friendly. She's fun. People seem to like her. So yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna bring her on. Very true. Yeah, YouTube is deleting his subs. Well, I'm definitely not triggered. I don't think you guys have ever seen me triggered, so yeah, it's a lot easier. Yeah, I do have hair loss. Yeah, that is a lie. John lies a lot, right? So I severely doubt his super advanced friend got laid once in 6 months in Brazil. That story very likely did not happen. It's one of his many, many lies. Alex, I'm starting to question your expertise as a dating coach. You can't distinguish between a guy getting a date because of game versus looks, KRW. Well, I don't think Kevin is that good looking. I think he's probably like a 7 or something like that. I don't think he's like a fucking Chad. He's maybe like a Chad light. He's slightly better looking than me. I don't think he's substantially better looking. I don't think his game is great. I think it's intermediate, but that's better than most guys. Well, I picked the city that he lives in, so I'd be more than happy to pick a smaller city. But again, if we compare it to a city like New York, which is one of the largest cities in the U.S., is just you're going to do so much better. And like guys, like you don't have to take my word for it. Take your Tinder, set it for New York, and then set it for Sao Paulo, and you can see a massive difference. Why would any place on earth be easier than another? Okay, well, this is Mr. Slave. Okay, so there's different sexual marketplaces, right? So, for example, in a third, let's just pick a really common destination. Let's pick like Philippines, right? Everyone knows Philippines is really, really easy. So in a place like Philippines, most of the men, they're not on dating apps because they're working, right? Because they have like fucking 5 kids or they have a mother that they have to feed. So these guys aren't even fucking with the dating apps, right? Because they're working, they're trying to make a living, right? So you have an extreme deficit of like successful young men. Now, I would take a place like US, and pretty much every single guy, even who works, is on dating app, right? Because again, they're not working like 80 hours a week, right? So in the US, you don't have that deficit. In fact, you have more men than women, right? So again, you go to a place like Philippines and you have a lot of hot girls, right? But then you don't have really that many high value guys. Versus in the US, you have a lot of that. Brazil is going to be somewhere in the middle. Yep. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. You made a video titled "Top 5 Easiest Countries to Get Laid," where you put Brazil on the list. Shows that you aren't just calling easy. Yep, that is true. No, I mean, I'm pretty open. Yeah, I mean, they can, they can give their feedback. Okay. Well, take your Tinder, set it for Brazil, and you can decide for yourself. Alex, just admit that you had John's quality. Well, John's quality includes Transformers, so I definitely don't wish I had those. Also, I know a whole bunch of things behind the scenes in that relationship, which I'm not going to release, but yeah, I do not want that relationship at all. John says that, yeah, that's just a straight up lie. It doesn't exist. Like, yeah, I showed objective data that Brazil is a lot easier than the US. I would be happy to also recreate that experiment with any kind of whatever. Okay. Brazil isn't as easy as Colombia. My friend has done both. It's slightly less easy, but still better than USA. Okay. Yeah. Yes and no. So what really happened was, so we did a survey of people who like went to our sales page but didn't buy a product, and there was a lot of different reasons. Like some people were like, "Oh, I got a girlfriend," and there was a good amount of people who were like, "Yeah, I don't have that much money, and I went with John's product instead." Right? John has never done that kind of poll, but I would bet any amount of money if he did that same poll, he would get the same response, right? Because we are competitors in some ways. We have competing products. So if someone's tight on cash and if they buy my product, then that means they didn't buy John's product and vice versa. So it's funny that he uses that as like an argument when that's like literally something that would happen. It's like the people who didn't go to Target went to Walmart, and the people who didn't go to Walmart, they went to Target. No fucking shit. You don't know. It's so funny to see Mr. Slave taking John's side. You know if all these matches against Apollo are for pace of experience void. So because I don't know if every single one of those girls, if one of those girls is a prostitute, then that means the experiment is void. Okay, so let's just assume that 10% of the girls, let's just be very generous, assume 10% of the girls are secretly prostitute. That's still way more matches than you'll get in the US. Yeah, there's a bunch. There's a guy who was like a virgin who said he was well, the guy with the disability, that was a powerful one. There was a guy who said he was like suicidal. And yeah, there's so many, honestly. Yes, I am. That's funny. John says that you sleep all day and barely wake up on time for streams. I do like to sleep in. I certainly don't sleep until 9 o'clock. He says that you haven't been laid in over a year. Well, I have a girlfriend. What do you think we do when we hang out? But outside of my girlfriend, yeah, I fucked a new chick. Like, well, I definitely slowed down, but less than 2 months ago, I fucked a new chick. So yeah, I'm still fucking chicks. We actually did do that video. Well, I like Kyla. I think she has good feedback. I think a lot of people do like her. So yeah, I enjoy having conversations with her. Yeah, he's modifying data. Big surprise. There's actually a local place that I go to, but one that you can use is autisbotanicals.com. That is true. That's a good one. Probably somewhere like in like an inside venue or something like that. Yeah, we will be doing more content, that's for sure. Okay, let's take a look at the results of the survey. So let me see what the data is. Okay. 56% said yes, 44% said no. So more of you guys want to see it, but it's a small margin. You know what I think I'm going to do? I really just don't want to keep going back and forth and waste everyone's time. But I think I'll do one last one. I'm thinking like one last season finale. There's a few very juicy things that I'm, part of some group chats that are going to come out in the next few days. So I'm going to wait until this really, really juicy information is officially dropped. And then I'll do one final podcast that will be like, here's why this guy is an insane liar. Here's all the proof. Blah, blah, blah. Game over. And then I'll be done. But yeah, I'll probably do that. But yeah, I'm going to wait until all this shit is dropped. That's interesting. More drama on a command list. Dragged out dramas will make me want to. Yeah, no, I'm sorry to feel that way, Yeah, I mean, I would say this. We have a whole bunch of content that is not drama. In fact, like I would say 70% of our content is not drama. So there's a lot to check out. Let me just quickly share my screen. 1 second. I can just like walk you because people have this impression that like half my content is drama, and it's just like not true at all. It's like a small percentage. So let's take a look. So you can see, like, for example, the video we did today, right? Like there's a lot of value in this video. I want to do a video on this for a while. This is a video on beta shaming. Okay. Here we go down. How to respond when a girl asks you a serial killer, like the dating ethics. Here I'm talking about cutting, how to tell what a girl really wants over text, how to take better photos, what to do on a first date, step-by-step live demo. Why do you lose? So like we do have a lot of value that we release every week. It's like up to you guys to like pick and choose the kind of videos that appeal to you the most. Oh, okay. I will have to check that out. Do you think that you two will ever be cool again? No, he's completely dead to me. Yep, exactly. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. There she is. Oh, yeah, apparently. He's such a fucking dirtbag. He's accusing me of playing in the mud at the same time he's like attacking my girlfriend. That I have injuries that are not healing, but he was open to it. Can you address the false claims about the messengers being 4 or 5 years earlier? Says the message you put out. Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's basically it. Like, John is a liar. So, yeah, he's going to say the messengers are 4 or 5 years old. You guys can see, like, the timestamps. They're, like, 9 months. Yeah, he lies. He lies nonstop. And there's so many lies that I actually didn't even know about that I've learned about in the last week or two. Yeah, well, because I haven't looked at that yet, but I do plan on going through it. Yeah, I'm very open to taking feedback from my audience. So yeah, a lot of those videos, if they haven't already been made, I will make them. It might just take a week or two. Yes, we did that once, and we will do that again for sure. It's not. I've traveled to these Latin American countries. It's not 100% pay. Maybe 5 to 10% of the girls you match with are prostitutes. It's pretty easy to tell because girls will say in their bio like escort or whatever. Yeah, vast majority of them are not prostitutes. Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Do you think Kala was harsh with a black pill doing looks maxing? Yes, I do. I do. I charge $300 an hour. Typically, either half an hour is enough. But yeah, I don't do too much one-on-one coaching. I mainly focus on streaming, and then I tell most people just get my product. We're gonna decide, but it's gonna be either this week or next week. Here's the issue. A lot of the people who've come forward told me they said you cannot say anything. So I'm gonna respect their wishes, and I would have to double check who are the ones who told me I can't say anything, who are the ones who are okay with me speaking up about it. So I would need to. There's a lot, but I would need to double check that to make sure I don't reveal something that someone didn't want me to reveal. A lot, a lot. Like shit. At least a dozen, I would say, during the trip. Yeah, it was a lot. This is funny. Next one's gonna be Monday, and it's gonna be we're gonna do a speed date type of thing because his audience likes that. Will you post to your community tab when the new videos are released by others in the group chat? Yes, I will. I will make sure you guys hear about that. That I do not know. I don't have an answer to that. I never really cared about the lead count thing. Again, also don't know. I really don't know. I like Coach Whitepill. I think he's a nice guy. I like him as a person. If he came to Miami, I would have a drink with him. Do I think he's beta? Yeah, sort of. Again, no disrespect to him, but yeah, that's how I feel. When will this video replay be uploaded? It's all instantaneous, bro. I really don't know. I want to be very careful that I don't make claims that aren't 100% factual. So I really don't know. I can't comment. I can only comment on what I saw when we were traveling together. Name me one. There's not a single one. Every single reaction video I've seen has been like negative towards him. Like, tell him to name one dating coach who's on his side. I don't know any. Not a single one. All I see is like Dream Johnson, like attacking him. Like pretty much everyone's going after him. I haven't seen one person take his side. She's not really my type, but I think she's cute. I don't know, maybe a 7. All right, one final drama vid. All right, we got anonymous watcher on board. Have a good one, man. Yeah, to a small extent, but again, it was very expected. You know, I knew this was coming. Can you talk about your voice change and how that affected your results after testosterone? It really, I have a video on that, and I basically said everything in that video that I have to say. Honestly, it was just, I just noticed slowly my voice changing, basically. Again, I really don't know. Yeah, these are super underground guys that no one's ever heard of, no one's ever seen, but they're extremely legit and they pull full package stunners all the time. But you've never heard of them, you've never seen them because they're super underground, i.e., they don't exist. Do you think? Well, I haven't seen Bradicus publicly say anything about this. Well, he's not even on YouTube. Do I think Bradicus is legit? Yeah, more or less. Yeah, I think he's fucked a lot of hot girls. Okay, what else do we have? What would I rate Graziano's for 1 to 10? Graziano's is really good. Oh, no, like an 8 or 9. How much we hung out? We traveled together like 3 or 4 times. 3 or 4 trips. How well do I know him? Pretty well. He would tell me a lot of shit. Yeah, he would just constantly tell me shit. Okay, fair enough. That's up for you guys to decide. You know, again, I was pretty clear about what I think Justin did well on, what he did not do well on. But again, I think you have to give him a little bit more credit because he's 5'3" and Indian, right? That's not easy. He's really short and he's really brown, and he's still able to, fuck chicks. I know that he gets laid, and the quality is decent. But yeah, from what I've seen, I haven't seen too much of it. So yes, he does mainly do like club promoter game, but again, like he's a short Indian guy who's able to make it work. So yeah, like power to him. Thanks, man. I like Jay Vincent from what I've seen of him. He seems like a solid guy. Yeah. Alex's full package starting to go for Transformers with big digs. Quite possibly. I don't know. Actually, I don't have an answer to that. Alex, after being all this back, no, I wouldn't say that my views have shifted. What do you like most about Ultimate Project's game? They're really solid. I put them in my top 5 best pickup artists video. Check that out. But yeah, I'm gonna get Marcus on at some point. Yeah, we'll probably do one at some point. Yeah. This guy just keeps saying that. Alex, don't speak about him. You know what? You're saying 2 grams of gears average. Okay, well, I will speak on whatever the fuck I want, but thank you for your concern. Okay, what else do we have? No, it didn't really change my sex life. Oh yeah, it's only math time. I don't know what that means. I don't know what K-pop maxing is. Yes, I want to see Marcus on. Yeah, we'll get him on. Like I'll for the sake of a good show, I'll bury my personal beef with UMP and have him on. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Do you think David Bond pays his girl? Some people say is Tim telling. I haven't seen any legit evidence of that. I talked to David about it, and he was what he explained to me, and he showed me proof of that. I think, which is very solid. Again, I haven't investigated too closely, but from what I saw, David Bond used to work for a crypto company, and basically his job was like a recruiter to get other people on board. And people took that, like the ads he had, and then just made them seem like he was trying to use those to pay girls for sex, which was like, again, not the case. So I haven't seen any good evidence of him doing that. I haven't seen any good evidence presented. I saw the evidence David Bond sent me of the contrary, and it seemed pretty solid. But I'll let him speak on that. But yeah, I don't see any good evidence of that. Just again, like John has a habit of just like taking something that he read somewhere in the comments and trying to justify it as objective proof. Hard to say. Yeah, probably. I would probably put Marcus. Marcus is one of the best guys I've seen. Like Marcus is really fucking good. Again, I saw him in 2018 though, so I don't know if he's still the same. Maybe his game has gone downhill. Maybe it's gotten even better. I don't know. We'll see it during the speed date. But when I saw him in 2018, he was really, really good. I'm not that familiar with his content to make an opinion. You should, yeah. I'll reach out to him. He's just busy, but yeah, I'll try to get him on. Have a good night, buddy. I've never met him, but we are gonna do a group podcast. Me, him, David Bond, Austin Summers next month. Yeah. Marcus is really good. Yeah, I agree. It was pretty impressive. I don't know how we would track them. I don't even know if we want to, but yeah. Yeah, I've had him on a few times, but yeah, I can reach out to him. We just live in different time zones, so it's harder. Uh, well, we're co-streaming, so it's not like just she's on my channel. We're like on each other's channel. Yeah, I mean, I let everyone express themselves freely, so that's not something I do for her. I do that for everyone. That's like an impossible question to answer. Really is. It's just like they kind of have different strong points and weak points. I really wouldn't be able to answer that. I do not know. That's a good question. Yeah, 100%. I would definitely would. Are you able to now be? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't have to like try. That hasn't been the case for a while. Yeah, I can just chill out. Or like basically, when I go on a date, my goal is just to like just relax and get into a nice flow state, and then like my subconscious side takes over. I don't really need to like consciously think about it. Yeah, I would say so. I would pick would be to have the two Transformers Alive podcast. And question: is it just two, or is there more? Uh, we don't know. Uh, yeah, that would be interesting. I guess the stories they would share would probably be hilarious. Alex and John's videos. He says John says some people in the circle six side. Yeah, these are all people that no one's ever seen and no one's ever heard of. Right, right. Like these people that are in his circle, but again, no one's ever seen. No one ever knows about them. They've never made a public appearance. Yeah, I'm really sure they exist. I'm really sure he didn't just pull that out of his ass. How could you even look at those screenshots between the two of us and think he's not like a fucking crazy person? Like he just completely spurred out on me and went on a massive tangent and then like insulted my girlfriend. Like I don't know how you could spin that. Like I'm just trying to rack my mind and think how can you spin that in a positive way? And you really can't if you're on like if you do what he did. I don't think it matters that much. You were friends with John for 5 years. Do you have any good qualities or all bad? He has some good qualities. I think he's intelligent in some ways, for sure. He's very analytical. That can be like if you're like, yo, man, I'm working on like this problem for marketing. What do you think? So there's some good qualities, but they're kind of like the problem is that like also he has a lot of bad qualities, like extreme selfishness. So it's like you can ask him like, hey man, what do you think about this? And he'll give you like a very short answer, right? But if he's like has a problem himself, he'll write you a massive essay. So it's like there are good qualities, but they just get like kind of minimized by all his shitty qualities, like like fucking selfishness, like being like ego, like being very fragile, all that other shit. Yes, I have met Liz. Does she express genuine burn desire with John Anthony? That's a tough question. I don't have a good answer to that. I don't know. I'm not gonna say yes. I'm not gonna say no. I'm somewhere in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, probably like in a week or so. Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of people he's just like fucking intimidated uh in into not speaking. Alex, with all due respect, man, has the best roasting video genre with his kind of funk drawing. Yeah, it is funny. I saw it. For sure. It was very funny. Here's the thing though. MLD, like you can't release that. Like a phone call conversation recorded without consent cannot be released. That's a crime. So MLD was like kind of playing with fire when he released that. And I have a lot of really, really good shit that I can't release because it kind of again would fall into that territory, right? So I just did it very smart where like again, because I know this guy's a little bitch who likes to sue everybody. So I just didn't want to open myself up for legal liability. Um, I do not know. I've never heard of him, but I can reach out. I don't think he's suing all these people, but he has sent like cease and desist letters and threats to countless people. Like pretty much everyone has received a cease and desist. My girlfriend has received one. Like everyone. If you ever mention him, you get cease and desist. Fucking Anthony Johnson received one. I received one. Do you think John's actually suing? Yeah. So yeah, I think he's not. He's only suing a few people, but he's like sent cease and desist to a whole bunch of people. John said that even in your online, you have a hard time getting dates. You could only get girls through cold approach. Well, that's interesting because he also said that my cold approach sucks. So how could I, one, have really bad cold approach and at the same time be only getting dates from cold approach, right? Do you see how those are contradictory statements to each other? Like if you actually examine his story, it just like falls apart. But the truth on that is I live in Miami. Girls are flaky in Miami, but yeah, I can easily get dates. It's just like, yeah, there's like flaking that goes on here, and I'm pretty honest about it. Not a lot of coaches do that. Not a lot of coaches will tell you their flake rate. Not a lot of coaches will tell you that show you like rejection compilation. And honestly, John himself admitted that he only hooks up with 10% of the girls that he approaches or whatever that he talks to. So that would imply a 90% flake rate. So he's criticizing me for having the same flake rate as him, but I live in a much flakier city. Like something's just not lining up. Yeah, they say that he's a piece of shit. As far as I know, that lawsuit hasn't even been filed yet. After one last lull in transform maxing, I want you to go back to gaming. Yeah, well, there's going to be another very juicy detail that's going to be coming forward. This guy just like lies so much, and he gets caught in these lies, and then he makes things worse. Like I don't understand it. Boggles my mind. Like stop lying about stupid shit. Okay, I'll go for it like another minute. Oh yeah, definitely. It just like MLD took a big risk by releasing that, but yeah, 100%. 10% of lay counts. How many tries is that? Oh yeah, that's a lot. Is Japan easy mode? I don't know. I've never been to Japan. I don't have any super close friends who were there. I have some acquaintances who've been there. They say that it's easier than America if you know what you're doing, but it's not as easy as like Latin America or Southeast Asia. Yeah, I don't fuck with Snapchat. I think it's a waste of time. Well, apparently Rolo like applauded me during his live stream. He did like a clap for me, so I don't know, but yeah, I'm not really crossing my fingers. Potentially, yeah. I guess time will tell. What's the truth about John's bragging qualifications about being so intelligent, master of philosophy, common science, because he froze and looked? I don't know. I really, again, I'm trying to be very careful that I don't speak about things that I know the truth about. So I didn't know him at those times. I don't know if he actually has that master's or he doesn't. I really don't know. So yeah, I don't have an answer to that. But yeah, I agree. He got destroyed during that debate, and me by association. Oh shit. No, definitely not. Yeah, I'm very happy with what I do. I enjoy this. I see PWF as becoming a multi-million-dollar company, but not for the reasons you might think. Not just because I'm gonna like push my products. Because we're gonna build apps, we're gonna build a dating app, we're gonna build some AI shit. So, yeah, I see us, growing and doing a lot of cool stuff and providing a lot of value. So no, I have no desire to ever go back. I think Japan's difficult. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, again, I've never been there. I don't know because I've only been to Colombia as a white guy, so I'm not sure. Uh, Not really, honestly, not really. I didn't really enjoy talking to him that much. It was just like a fucking, you just constantly brag and just like fucking complain, just like just like kind of a negative Nancy. So yeah, no, not really. He was funny, but that was about it. Yeah, I don't want to do a boot camp. It's just not something I want to get into. I don't know. We're gonna set it up though. Hey Alex, I can't can I get a link to? Well, we're gonna wrap up in like a minute or two, but yeah, for the next one, a lot. I'm not familiar with him honestly. If I was deplatformed, I'd probably go to Rumble. I mean, I'm already on Rumble, but yeah, probably would focus on that. Okay, so yeah, that's a fair question. I kind of explained that in my video, but essentially, I wouldn't say we're like good friends, right? Like it was more of like a business relationship. I do, I did like having him on for a podcast occasionally because I did think he has a lot of value to offer when it comes to like cold approach. If I can just get him to stop bragging and self promoting, I can get him to like speak some value. But yeah, we weren't like close friends. I didn't really like confide in him. But he had some positive qualities. Like he was like pretty funny sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I've been really public about my views on Fresh and Fit, and they haven't changed. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, man, it's good. It's definitely gonna happen for sure. Did you ever meet Julian in person? I did. We were in the same many times. We were in the same yoga class. We're in the same gym when I used to live in LA. 2015, 2016. Yeah, man, for sure. Definitely jump on. What's the AI going to be about? Basically, it's going to help guys. So, like, you're going to be able to upload a screenshot, and the AI is going to tell you what to text send next. So, basically, what you guys like ask me to do, the AI is going to, in theory, be able to do by itself. We're still tinkering around with it. No guarantees that it's going to work perfectly, but yeah, that's what we're trying to do. So, again, if you're stuck on a text, you just upload the screenshot, and the computer AI tells you what to say. Yeah, we've been talking. He said that he will. Would I go on the Fresh and Fit podcast? I don't really trust them, so I wouldn't. I wouldn't trust them not to do like some kind of bullshit kick out, and then I would have to leave. I would probably want to do it at like a neutral location or at my place or something. I've never really been heard by women. How to start? He messaged me on Facebook. Miami or LA. They're very similar. I wouldn't say one is easier or harder than the other. That is true. I would love to. Yeah, I think that will happen at some point in the future. Did I really say that? I knew he was a really good person. I just kind of the way I saw it, I saw two sides to him. One is like this fucking dipshit asshole bragging side, and the other one is a person who has a little bit of a heart. I think as the years went on, that part just like kept going, becoming less and less. I just saw more of the dipshit. But yeah, I don't recall saying that. Yeah, me and Avery are cool. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up. Appreciate y'all. Tomorrow I'm gonna be on someone's channel. But yeah, we're gonna do another one of these speed dates soon. I'll let you guys know. Also, that John video, I'll kind of think on what everyone said. But yeah, I'll probably do one last season finale and make it like extra epic. All right, appreciate y'all. Hopefully, you guys found value out of this. Until next time.